T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Good evening, lovely people. Hope you're well, and welcome back to another Monday Night Live. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Big stuff to talk about today. Tiago going back to Barcelona. Henderson and Mane, how injured are they? Nico Williams, is he the next Gareth Bale? No comment. Harvey Elliott back in training, back outside on the pitch doing work, and a few other bits and pieces such as clock favoritism, Robbo, Simicast debate rages on. Matt Drift, how you guys doing today?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. Not too bad.
Yeah, just to clear up in the comments, it's definitely not my birthday today. I don't know. I don't know where this has come from. But
unless there's another, is there another cow in there or something?
Twice a year, then fair enough. It's definitely.
I was thinking maybe there's another person, but I don't think there is.
Yeah, maybe, but it's definitely not me.
Yeah, for real.
Right, guys. So let's begin with Mr. Alcantara. Tiago has been linked with a move back to Barcelona, the club that he broke through, the club that he came through their academy. And it's no secret that he's loved at Barcelona, and in particular, their new manager, Xavi Hernandez, loves him as well. Now, we've not seen the best of Tiago for various reasons in a Liverpool shirt. But I've got to ask you guys, if Liverpool were to sell Tiago, one, how much would you think we should command? And two, do you think the club would even consider it? So, Drift, as you're our biggest Tiago fan here, I'm going to start with you on this one.
I don't even ever want to talk about this, to be honest.
Can barely hear you, bro.
Oh. Mic check.
Yeah, there we go.
No, fuck him. They can't have him. Simple as that. I think it's all paper talk. It better be paper talk anyway. He signed a 4-year deal. We only paid 25 mil for him. Meaning, that we got him at a cut down price. So I don't care if he's going to be 31 this year. They got to pay at least 25 mil if they want him for a start. He's only 30, coming up 31 this year, right? That means he's still got about another 3 or 4 years left in him at the top flight, especially the position he plays. So I'd actually want profit, to be fair, but 25 mil at least. Barcelona don't have 25 mil. So unless all of a sudden FSG are going to change their rules and just let people go for way less than they're worth, I don't even really know what happens anyway. He'd have to take a pay cut. He's on 200 grand a week at Liverpool, basically. I think it's 192. Barcelona can't afford 200 grand a week for anyone at the moment. I don't really get how it would even happen. I don't get how it would happen. So I'm going to try and make sure I keep myself real calm, not even let myself get wound up about this bullshit Barcelona. If Barcelona take another G, I'm gonna get on a flat. That's all I'm saying. Like, I thought we were done having to worry about them boys with what they've got going on. Yeah. So yeah, and you know what? I really don't. All right, everybody's got a bias in football, right? And everybody will bend the rules a little bit for their own agenda, based on whatever. You know what I mean?
We know, Drift. We know.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If we start talking about div, like I'm a bend rules. We all know that. But with Tiago, right? I don't really get the he's a flop part. Like, I get it from
Well,
rivals.
hold that, Drift, hold that, because that's what I wanted to go next with Matt.
Oh, okay.
So, Matt, many sections of our fans.
Oh, hold on. You're gonna take it away from me.
Yeah,
I give it to Matt.
Yeah,
bro, I can't keep my mouth shut about this, bro.
Don't worry, we got this, bro.
I can't keep my mouth.
Yeah,
Me and Matt ain't had a
Podcast
conversation about this, so he's not gonna know what I feel. So he's not gonna say what I want to say, bro.
That's what makes
No,
it
but
fun, though,
yeah. Go on. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, go.
Oh, Drift, what you saying is that the AJ you're drinking tonight, yeah? Rise up the AJ, bro. There we go. Come on now. Yeah. yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Unless apple juice, there's more chance of it being cider than apple juice.
When you said rise up the
guys,
AJ,
it's been a magical show, and we'll see you guys soon. All right, take care, people. Shout out to our brother KG in the comments with that smoke, that stone cold smoke as always. You might have to pay Barca to take him the way he's been playing in the Prem. KG is back. All right, so what I wanted to ask you, Matt, is some sections of our fans and KG see him as a flop. Now, say for example, Barcelona were to offer say 50 mil and Liverpool were able to reinvest that money and go and get maybe two central midfielders like a Basuma and a Kessie. Do you think the ends justify the means?
For me, that's too unrealistic. I know what you're saying. Like, if it was to happen, what would we do? But Barca, as you've said, can't afford it. However, I'll put a slightly different spin on it, though.
You're gonna make me eat right now. You know that, Cal, innit? I'm stress eating now.
For real, I see you do that, bro. Don't listen. I'll put that this though. It's slightly different. So Barca, for starters, I've got less money than probably what we do. I don't know. We ain't got no money. They definitely ain't got no money because they were buying free. They were getting in people on a free and trying to work their magic and making another horrendous transfers like Eric Garcia from Man City, which I just didn't understand it. But anyway, he was free. One thing I do understand is this though. We can't ignore the fact that he does love Barcelona. Barcelona is where he made his reputation of. So I know obviously he kind of made more of his name in Bayern in terms of, his prestige, but he still came through the Barcelona academy and Pep Guardiola is the one that gave him the chance. He looks like he's settled well at Liverpool. He has. But I will say this though, there's been times when he's been fit and we've been questioning why hasn't Klopp played him. It's not that I think Klopp doesn't trust him. I just worry that does Klopp see him how we see him as indispensable? And when you're a baller of Thiago's age, you want to play week in, week out. So even though I know there's no one, in my opinion, from Liverpool that I think would want to sell him, what we can't rule out definitively is him maybe going, do you know what? It hasn't worked how I want it to work. I love this club, but also I'm not really playing the games that maybe I should have. Like prime example, Tiago should have played against Real Madrid and he put Naby Keita in. I'm just giving you an example, like big games, big nights. This is what it was booked for. It didn't happen for him. And obviously injury is another main part as well, but you can't ignore the fact of he wants to play week in, week out. Barcelona, if he was to go there, he would be their saving midfield. He can help build up the kids like Gavi and Pedri. But I would like to think that he would feel like his project isn't finished at Liverpool. Like I'd like him to think just like what you've said. He's got another 3-4 years at the highest level, played him at Liverpool, and maybe when I'm like 36, whatever, then I'll go back maybe as a coach and help them then. Because I kind of feel like you're in here at Liverpool. So if he is going to stay there, I will say this. He has to be here mentally and physically, not just physically, like mentally as well. Because one thing we don't want is a Tiago that kind of is a little bit wants to go back to Barca because Xavi's giving him the call and Klopp isn't really showing him maybe the undoubted love that maybe he should be. So that's one thing I will say. I don't want to ever see him leave because he's one of my favorite players. He's one of the best players of his generation. And we are so lucky to have him. I just feel like we as a club need to help him, and that's players around him being fit and start admiring man when he does something.
Very well said, Matt. All right, so Drift, we'll come back to you on this one now. So a lot's been said about Tiago and sort of how he's meshed in. Is he feeling the love from Liverpool? I think he will feel the love from Liverpool. I think Klopp loves him. I think that's pretty obvious. But Matt makes a good point. His boyhood club is Barcelona. His idol is probably Xavi. Now, you're a Liverpool fan. You might be playing for Barcelona, Drift, but if Steven Gerrard's at Liverpool and he calls you and said, look, you started your career here, I want you back, are you going to say no to him?
If I try and be objective,
No, we're not asking for objective. We're asking.
because I
I
feel
already
like
know drifts in the mud, you know.
I feel like you have to be objective
I
because
didn't mean that. I hope that didn't come across rude, Drift. The reason I say it like that.
no, brother, you can say anything to me on there, you know that.
No, the reason I say it like that is because I think when it comes to emotion and love, I think objective goes out the window.
It does, but bro, if I was coming back to 2012 Roy Hodgson Liverpool, I'm staying where I am.
No, but I didn't say Roy Hodgson. I said Liverpool.
No, but Barcelona right now are like how we were in 2012, where we were like all over the shop.
But
they're not Drift because they're
you
still
get what I mean? They're at their lowest
I know
point.
what you mean. They're at their worst
compared to what their peak usually is, they're at their lowest point they've probably ever been for about 2-3 decades, right?
But Xavi's
do you
there.
want to go and waste the twilight of your career trying to help them get back to where they need to be, and you might end up with absolutely nothing, even if they're your boyhood club? Or do you stay where you are because you're at a club that's on the path to win big things? Like,
well, we saw
I feel like my love for Liverpool. And here's how I have to put it as well. Because he's already played for them, it makes it a bit different. If I'd never played for Liverpool ever in my career, I'm going no matter what. If I'd been at Liverpool, come through the academy, only left Liverpool when I was 22, so I know what it feels like to play for Liverpool, and now Liverpool aren't in a good place, I might put my career first. So it does depend on what the situation is. If he'd never played for Barcelona ever, I'd probably be really worried. But the fact that he was there for about 10 years through the whole youth system and even had the balls to leave. Let's be real. I know we knew that Xavi was in front of him and it would take a long time to take the place, but he still went, I'm a duck, you know. There's enough man out there that wouldn't do that, if you know what I mean, because they love the club so much. He was like, nah, my career is more important. I'm going to go.
The love from Pep was important, though. The love from
Pep. No, that is true. If it wasn't Pep at Bayern Munich, then that probably... But then he did hang around for another 4 or 5 years after Pep left, right?
That's because no one was really in for him either.
Bro, I think anybody would have taken him at any time.
Would have taken him if he asked to leave, but I don't think he was in a position where he wanted to leave. And the moment he did want to leave, he had a suitor in us, and Man United wanted it. Loads of teams wanted him.
Maybe.
Just add something, Drift, what you was going to say. You see, one thing that we do, I think, as fans, I know how much you love Tiago. I know how much Carl does, and obviously, I'm a massive fan of him as well. I love Tiago as well. What I worry about sometimes is when we have a player, let's say, for example, they don't hit the ground running. Like, so let's all be honest here. He hasn't hit the ground running because of injury, mainly because of injury.
He hit the ground running and then he was assaulted. But when first 45 minutes in Liverpool, he broke a record. He hit the ground running and then he got taken out.
He got taken out. So he hasn't really had the stretch of games where he's been able to showcase what he's done other than towards the end of last season, right? But here's the thing, because he hasn't done maybe what he was supposed to do, because as you said, he got assaulted. I don't like it when fans are like, he ain't good enough, and you know this is what we paid for. Here's the joke. I can guarantee every Liverpool fan right now, come at me if you want, I'm ready for it, yeah? If he went to Man City, we would all be going, oh my gosh, bro, look, we should have got him. We should have got him. We should have got him. Because here's the thing. Sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's not yours, bro. And I'm telling you from now, we are lucky we was able to get Tiago. Yes, he all hasn't gone perfectly sound because, as you said, man got assaulted. But let's not sleep on the player that we have. And let's not sleep on the fact of this guy is the most technically gifted player that we've arguably had in recent memory. Yeah. And not only that, he always plays best in that double pivot, yeah, with Fabinho. Once Klopp understands that, and I think he will, and if not, it will be a Fabinho, Thiago, and Henderson thing at certain points. We'll kind of see the best of Thiago. But when you're asked to be played, and there might be times when you playing with alongside Ox and maybe a James Milner, it might not look all that gravy because the midfielders aren't on your level. So we just got to let man live and let him do his thing. We've got a wizard of a midfielder, you know. When I say a wizard,
tag me in. You're on smoke, bro. You're on smoke.
Jamrock says Klopp won't force you out unless you ask to leave.
I believe that. If he wants you to be there, I believe that.
Yeah, and before I take it, one last thing. Someone goes, he's not as durable as Genie. That is so true. But they are different players. When I say different players, like completely. Like, just because someone's not injury prone, it don't make them better than the person that is maybe as not as available. But when it comes to actually affecting the game from maybe even dictating, and not only that, from an attacking point of view, and open up space for you. There's no one better that you could ask for other than, say, a KDB, who's a different type of player. This guy will dictate the game for you all day long if you not only that, if you just put the right people around him. And I think sometimes at Liverpool, even the players, bro, it's like they still can't believe Thiago's in there. So when he's doing something, they're all standing still looking at him run with the ball. I'm like, bro, make a move, give him some options. I'm telling you, lot, from now, if this brother went Man City, everybody here will be absolutely screaming, because this brother in a possession-based team like Man City, oh my gosh.
We'll stay there, Matt,
Griff,
because
I'll
what I
take
want to
you.
do, I just want to read. Sorry, Griff, I'm going to come to you, bro. I'm just going to read out his injury record since he's been at Liverpool. So he got COVID 23rd of September to the 16th of October in 2020. Then he had the knee injury which suffered at Everton from the Richarlison challenge, which was 72 days out. And then this season, from the 18th of September, sorry, he's been out with 12 games, 58 days with a calf injury. Now, I know the calf injury happened again. Was it Crystal Palace, right?
Yeah, he came off of it around.
I can't remember who clashed with him.
Was it a clash, or did he just?
No,
him and the player both went for the ball on the touchline, and they collided as they both went for the ball, and then he got up and he was limping. I don't know if you lot remember, like they were both running towards the ball, and I can't remember which player got there first, but they collided. And then he got up afterwards and he started limping. And I remember saying to you, like, "Oh shit, Tiago looks like he might have picked up a knock in that collision."
So what the main purpose of me reading that out was, yes, people say he's had bare injuries. He hasn't. He's had 2 bad injuries and COVID. And
that was exactly what I was actually going to say, Cal. You took the words right out of my mouth.
He's been available more than he's been unavailable. And I don't think anyone can sit here.
Zaha. Shout out person in the chat saying Zaha.
Oh, okay. So I don't think anyone can moan at him for getting 2 impact injuries. I don't think that doesn't make you injury prone. Like if someone...
if I punch you in the face and knock you out and someone calls you injury prone, I'm sorry.
Or clumsy. You'd be
they
like,
need to have their head. They need to have their head examined.
Exactly. A couple of super chats here. So Akash says Everton game last season has single-handedly disrupted our title-winning momentum. I still think those injuries, Tiago and VVD, won't be at peak. That's fair enough. I think you may have a point there potentially. Jamrock says,
Everton thing is definitely true. As in, like our title defense, it did completely disrupt everything.
It would.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Jamrock says midfield we ain't good for the number 6, more dynamic ones. Yeah, I agree. It depends on the format. Again, I think when you have a player like Tiago, I think you change the system to accommodate him. It's like us having, I don't know, Lionel Messi, and people saying, "Oh, he's not as good or as dynamic as Salah on the right wing, and he doesn't track back." Well, it's Messi. You kind of make an exception for the rule, and you change your system to get the best out of him, because getting the best out of him could potentially be getting the best out of Liverpool. And I do think Tiago falls in that bracket. And again, before anyone goes crazy, I'm not saying him and Messi are the same. Obviously, Messi is a GOAT. And Tiago is one of the best players of this generation. And I think everything has to be contextualized here. If it was a case of he was just getting niggly injuries such as, I don't know, hamstring injury here, quad injury here, or back injury here, then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, we may have to look into this. But when you look at the 2 injuries, I think questions have to be asked of our fan base, to be honest, and you kind of got to look within ourselves and be like, why are we so quick to throw players away, in my opinion?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, bro, with all due respect, and obviously this is all football related, so nobody take it personal, just understand that it is what it is. But there's a lot of people that I'm just going to like bleep them out now, and I'm not even going to pay attention, Cal, because the way people are quick to dash people away in our team, you're right. The fan base really needs to take a look at itself and just calm down a little bit. This instant gratification generation or era we live in now, is like, bruv, it does my head in now. I'm never gonna lie. I don't ever, because I'm talking like an old schooler who grew up in the 90s and whatnot. Like, bro, I've heard Bobby is done, get rid of him. I've heard Mane is done, get rid of him. I've heard Robbo is done, get rid of him. Now I'm hearing Tiago is done, get rid of him. Do you know the caliber of player I'm talking about? And because they've had a dip in form or they've had an injury, you're ready to. What are you telling me? You want a robot then? We might as well just try and fast forward to Skynet in about 30, 40 years' time when they look like humans, but they're not. And therefore, they don't get any injuries and nothing happens to them. They don't have personal problems, mental things, physical dips, fatigue, nothing. They're just always on it, 10 out of 10. It ain't a computer game, guys.
Sorry, just to cut you real quick, Drift. So Jammer says I agree, but and the other midfielder don't bring out his best. That is true, but also goes on to say it's not as instant gratification. Sometimes you have to move players on before they go south. I think that is true, but it's very difficult to find that balance sometimes as well. But I do think Jammer's got a point there, Drift. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah, but we're talking about like Matic at Man United. Oh yeah, he's probably at the end. Yeah, I did call him Robert because I didn't want him to be our striker anymore. What was I saying? Play him in a 10 or drop him into midfield and play him as an 8. I weren't telling him to come out my club. Do you get what I mean? Like, and you can have that. We've always said it, like how you say it all the time. We can have criticism of a player. We can be annoyed he's dropped form. He's had a bad game. We all do it. It's part and parcel of football. But when you're ready to put him in the bin, that is a big dip. You man are saying put him in the bin. You lot get out my club. Do you know what get out my club means?
Yeah.
You're done. Do you know what you're done means? Yeah. If your little one is at the dinner table, he goes, "Daddy, I'm done." That goes in the bin. What he's finished with. I'm done.
I'll eat the rest.
But you get my point. Like, get out of my club, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real. Let me. For anybody who don't really get where I'm coming from, if they think, no, there's nothing wrong with that. If I was in your house, yeah. If I was in your yard, and whatever was going on, it don't matter what it is, but it wasn't disrespectful. It could be a disagreement, an argument. I want to watch something that you don't want to watch, any kind of just general thing, and you go, "Yeah, Drift, get out, please." I'm like, "What?" Like, "Yeah, bro, you gotta go, get out." But could you do anything more disrespectful to me at that moment? Not really, right? Apart from hit me.
True.
Do you get what I mean? Matt, if you were around my yard and we were having a disagreement about something, nothing disrespectful was a disagreement. We just didn't agree on something, what we should watch on TV, your opinion on the matter, whatever. And I went, Matt, you got to go, get out. And you were like, what? Like, get out of my house, bro. Could I do anything more disrespectful to you than hit you? No, bro. That would be the most disrespectful thing I could do. That is what it's like when people go, "I get him out my club. He's done. Get him out my club."
That is disrespectful. That's hella disrespectful.
Yeah, you man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to show people that to be done with a man. We're not talking about criticize his form. We all do that. Yeah, I called him Robert because I didn't want him up front anymore. But I never once said I want Firmino to leave Liverpool. I never said he was crap. I just said he ain't good enough up front. Let's push him into the number 10 or make him a midfielder. We need to buy a striker. I can't keep having him missing all these chances. When did I go, get him out my club? I'm done with this guy. He ain't good enough for Liverpool. No, he's just not a striker. Can we stop playing Firmino up front? I'm done with him playing up front.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because you can have criticism, you can get front, but to be like he's done, bro, the other day you missed it. People are saying get rid of Robbo. They were like, Robbo is done. Get rid of it.
I thought you was trolling
when you said that. Hold on a minute.
I thought you was genuinely trolling. Like, who?
Bro, you've got to be trolling. Get rid of Robbo. You've got to be trolling.
That day. I think people were either smoking.
You've got to be trolling, bro. Robbo is done. Get him out the club, bro. You've got to be trolling. You have to be, bro. You have to be, bro.
Let me get something straight. So obviously I came out for a bit, but we're still talking about Tiago. There's some people actually saying,
people are saying Tiago's not good enough. Sell him in Barcelona, want him, let him go. Like people are like, yeah, boom, move him on, and I'm like, raw boy, like are people forgetting how integral he was to us getting top 4? When people told me Tiago ain't done nothing at Liverpool, I'm like, where have you been?
This is what I was gonna say. So
where have you been? We got 3rd last year, and he was integral to it.
Yeah.
Like, no, bro. Because he ain't got 18 goals and 24 assists. Like, what is going on?
That's not what he's here
for.
Oh,
my days.
Big up Hold on, Jake. One sec. Big up. Anas Yazin says, "Is Harry Maguire the pound for pound the worst centre back?"
No, he ain't that bad.
He's not
not
the
that bad.
worst, but
Harry Maguire ain't even a shit defender. He's playing at a level he ain't at.
no, I think he's. All right, do you know what I say about Harry
When
Maguire?
he was
Honestly?
at Leicester, he was at his level, bro.
Yeah, he was average, but do you know the joke though? I think when he signed for Leicester, if I'm not mistaken, they finished lower than before he came there. So when he went there, that's all. That's a lot of things you have to take as players because their score might have been weaker.
Mid-table defender. Mid-table defender.
Yeah,
he ain't a Premier League winning defender. Mid-table defender.
I'll say that.
He ain't crap. Like, we can't go that far.
I agree. Vince's viewpoint says, gents, there are millions of fans, but only a handful say these nonsense. Real fans know what's good. No, I fully agree, Vince, but obviously that's why Vince
was saying I'm gonna start blanking it out. I can't let it pollute me. Get Robbo out. Robbo's done. I'm like, well, we're not doing that, are we? We're not doing that.
Did you not read out Jamrock's super chat?
A couple of them. I don't know which one.
Did you read out this one? Apologies.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because one thing, all right. So this is what I'm going to say about Tiago. So
I think there was one other one after that, bro, wasn't there? I think there was
the two I just read were the last two.
Okay, cool.
One thing I want to say about Tiago is this. I agree with that last comment where they were saying about obviously you get a lot of people that just talk. They talk for talking's sake. They want to be heard and they do come out with some outrageous stuff. But again, you can't criticize people sometimes because that's just their opinion. You might not like it, but it's their opinion. However, I will say this though. I will never agree with Tiago with someone saying he needs to get out or whatever. One thing I might slightly agree though is that at Man City, because they are strictly possession based, he probably would suit them better. However, if you look at Liverpool and how we played since Klopp has taken the reins, Klopp has changed up his system. So even though we're not necessarily possession based, we are a lot more possession based from when he took over. If you think about the transitions and how we play halfway line football, we try and dictate play a lot of the time. If you think about it, there's not many teams in world football that will have actually more possession than us. And that's because Klopp has changed us from being just strictly counter-attacking to kind of being more so possession, but you still got counter-attacking elements. You try and, set traps as much as you can and try and do the counter-attack. So I just think for me personally, he fits us perfectly still. Yes, I agree. He could probably do better at City just for the way of the players they have around them and how they play. But to sit there and say,
I don't even believe Liverpool. I don't even believe some of the people, the Liverpool fans.
I think people troll when they say he shouldn't be here and done and whatever. But I just find it mad that even some people might even say things like, well, if we get a good fee, then maybe we should consider it. It's like, bro, do you not understand how good this guy is? Like, this guy is like, he's different,
And then what do we do with the money? What, do you just want another workhorse? Because here's the thing, Matt. We've been moaning and complaining about the fact that we don't have much creativity in our midfield, right? He ain't the type of creator like what a Dennis Bergkamp would be. But he does deep line playmaking, right?
Yeah. Which you don't get a lot of these days, by the way.
Yeah, and creativity of some kind, whichever way you want to look at it. Everyone would moan about Gini, Hendo, Milner. There's no creativity in there. What are they? They're just workhorses. They're just going to run around, rare. And then what happens when we drop some quality in there, man? Everybody moans he ain't running around enough.
Yeah,
you can't win, bro. Can't win. We drop quality in there. We drop a man in there. I don't even watch NFL, but I know what NFL is. You got the blockers and the linebackers, and they make sure you don't get through to the quarterback and give him enough time to look up, see who's making the runs and deliver, right?
Yeah.
And then what do they call it? A sack, where you get through and you.
If you get through to the quarterback, it's a sack, I believe.
Yeah, right. Good. And the quarterback ain't the one getting shouted at. The blockers are the ones getting shouted at. How did you not let them through?
Yeah,
give him time, innit?
Yeah.
And I don't even watch NFL. I just know enough of that. Do you know what I mean? Shout out Willie Beeman and that. So man, if you know about that movie. So what? We don't give any protection to Tiago to do the conducting. And I kind of blame Klopp a little bit as well. I have to put a little bit of blame on Klopp.
Drift, hold it right there, because that kind of goes into what Jamot just said now. He says, 975 Jam, bring it yourself, my brother. He goes, Klopp don't use him right, hence the critique from some. See, what you're about to lead on there,
Mm.
I do believe is a slight issue in terms of. I mean, I'll let you go.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this
yeah,
one,
yeah.
It's the Anyway,
Yeah,
I'll let
no,
you
no.
lead with this one.
Jamrock is bang on time. That's what you call perfect timing. The world's
Yeah, yeah.
aligned. So Jamrock, you're right. And I think Klopp has put last season might have been because of everything that was going on, and you can't even really blame Klopp for that. But what I wanted him to do this year is I wanted him to adapt the way the midfield plays to allow Tiago to do what he wants to do.
Mm.
And I think we're caught between counter-pressing and dictating play. We're playing a high line, which is a counter-press, but we've got a deep line playmaker who gets no time on the ball because the defence are right up his arse and we're right up the pitch. Certain games, Tiago is running around like a madman, wasting energy, Matt. We've all watched it. Why is Tiago running around?
To the
Tiago
byline
ain't
and
meant to
everything.
run around. When we had Jabi Alonso weren't running around. These men
You
are
know
cut from the
why?
same cloth.
Who did he have next to him, Drift?
Mascherano, bro, doing
And who
all
should-
the running.
And who should be next to Tiago right now?
But bruv, here's the problem I was getting to.
All right,
As much as I think Fabinho was a world-class DM, probably the best in the league, bro, he's not the right type of DM for Tiago.
No, all right. So
No,
here's
bro,
the thing.
You need a Mascherano, bro, for Tiago.
No.
I feel like Fabinho don't have the legs to do all the running around Tiago that is necessary, bro.
Funny you say that. All right, so this is what I will say. So even though I agree, but I slightly disagree at the same time. But the perfect scenario, as you would say, is a Mascherano or / even like a Kante. Like absolutely perfect.
Yeah, if Kante was next to Tiago, bro, Tiago can do what he wants, bro. Because Kante's just sweeping up that midfield all by himself, bro.
But however, I think there's enough evidence to suggest that when Fabinho's on form and Thiago's on form, they can do it. But Fabinho may not be the best.
I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying they
may not be the best laterally and like covering ground, but bro, his intelligence is what makes him who he is, and his reading of the game. So I get what you're saying. In a perfect scenario, you want a Kante or old school Mascherano. You want that, right? But you go with what you have, bruv. With what we have is more than enough. Like I'm telling you, if we went to every single big game or 80% of our games with Tiago and Fabinho as a double pivot, bruv, I'll be honest with you, we're not losing because you got one destroying and one dictating. And let's not sleep on the fact of when Tiago wants to get stuck in and he realizes he's got a crime partner, he don't have to run around like a headless chicken. He doesn't need to because he understands he's got someone there next to him that's helping him do this thing. Double Dragon, Ryu and Ken, go bad up Akuma. Go and do that. But right now, it's him on his ones, and he's looking at man just running around. Like I'm seeing Tiago getting pulled across to where Trent is, to where Robbo is, and I'm like, bro, why are you even out there?
Bro, why was he the one chasing Zaha when he got the injury? Why was Tiago the one out wide chasing Zaha down? Do you get what I mean? You know what, Jam? I gotta be real, bro. I love Flacco, and you know how much I love Flacco. But I gotta be real, Jamrock has a point, bro. I would actually buy Basuma. And I would drop Flacco and play Basuma next to Tiago because it's all about combination.
See, here's the thing.
You can't always look at the name, bro, and go,
I'm not
because his name is Flacco, he can't be put on the bench. I'll be real with you, bro. Basuma would do all the legwork that would allow Tiago to do what he does, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. That would be a way better combination. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Flacco. You know that. As I said, I love Flacco.
He's a world-class DM.
But styles make fights, bro.
Bro,
and I don't feel like Flacco and Tiago work because Flacco don't have the legs to do what he needs to do to give Tiago the time to do what Tiago does, bro.
No, but what you're doing there is, and I'm not having a go at you for doing it. I know Jamrock kind of doing it, but it's like we're cherry picking the best like person to go with him. Yeah, that might be so. Basuma might because he's more athletic. He's more athletic and he can cover more ground. No one's denying that. And he can carry the ball probably better than Fabinho. But I just think with Fabinho, again, like I'm just going with the premise of what we have because we can always talk about. Because for me, if I had to pick anybody in world football, I'm not picking Basuma. I'm picking Kante. That's who I would pick.
Yeah, but Basuma's being realistic though.
No. But well, you say that now, but the way how we move, I won't even know if Basuma's realistic. But I'm just saying, I can only talk about what we have. What we have for me at this point in the thing is Fabinho and Tiago, and they are the best combination we have for the double pivot. No one else comes close.
They are.
Like no one else, no combination comes close for me. So
Yeah, no, but then again, bro, I'd arguably see defensively in terms of intelligence. No, you're right. But would a fully fit Naby not do better running around and provide more legs next to Tiago?
no, because I think
If
no,
you're talking
Fabinho can
about
read
like
the game better
no,
from a
no, he can
defensive
read
point
the
of
game
view.
better, but he can't cover the ground like Naby though. I'm just trying to think of like
Yeah, that's true. But
I
it's a
feel
bit
like
lightweight in
I
there.
feel like Fabinho's sluggishness in terms of his lateral movement is what the issue is when he's playing with Thiago. And I think that's the reason why when Hendo and Fabinho play together, they work because Hendo can get across the pitch. Maybe as he's getting a bit older, he might be slowing down a little bit. But in general, for the last couple of years especially, or Genie, Fab always had Hendo or Genie next to him, bro, who had the legs, bro, who had the energy. And then he was allowed
I'm glad
to
you
just
said
mop
that.
up
All right.
while that other player was doing all of the work.
Yeah.
When he's in there and the player next to him is as slow as him, all of a sudden we do look very weak in midfield in terms of being able to get at people and get in and about them. And West Ham, we got cut through, bro. And I
I'm
feel
glad
like
you
we
said that, you know
need
why?
a leg man.
Yes.
Yeah? In midfield. We don't have a leg man in midfield now, but we're lacking pace in midfield massively, bro.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So I think as things stand, the real issue isn't for me, Fabinho not covering ground as fast as other midfielders that are out there that we can or cannot get. Yeah. I think the issue as things stand, if we're going to look at it a bit deeper, is the third midfielder. So whether you want to go 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, Fabinho and Fabinho's still naturally going to sit back because he's a DM, and Tiago's going to want to dictate. So it's, whether you play that 4-3-3, Tiago's going to want to dictate. He'll obviously run with the ball. There's times when he'll drive with the ball and try and carve spaces, but what Tiago does like to do, someone will give him the ball quickly, he just has one turn and he'll look for that incisive pass. What we don't have though is when things break down, we don't have a dynamic midfielder that can just cover the grass quickly. And I'm not even talking about it has to be Kante. Like I'm not talking about like alien levels because that brother's an alien. But you see like Basuma, as you said, or I'm trying to think of someone who's very dynamic that can cover the ground. I think that's the real issue because if you've got that third midfielder,
and Ndidi's good at.
I wouldn't say he's.
He definitely covers the ground well.
I wouldn't say he's that much faster than Flacco, you know.
No, he is, bro. Indeed, he is faster.
No, he's not, bro.
He is.
We've seen it. We've all seen, bro. We've seen Fabinho at centre back, and I've seen Timo Werner kick the ball, and obviously Timo Werner was fast.
But it's a little bit different over 10 or 15 yards compared to at the halfway line, and you're trying to get back to the.
I'll be honest with you.
Do you get what I mean? Like that is a much bigger gap, bro.
If you're talking about pace and dynamism.
No, I'm just talking about just athleticism and just lateral movement. Bro, he's way, way more loose and quicker.
I don't think he's that much faster, bro.
He ain't like Kante quick, but he's quicker than Flacco, bro.
But if you want dynamism, and I'm not saying indeed he's not faster, he's not that much faster to the point where you would go, indeed he has to be a purchase, if that makes sense. So
no. I'm just trying to think of other midfielders that are in a kind of mold, but they're better.
No, Tielemans ain't dynamic.
Tielemans ain't got the defensive.
Do you want to know something? I reckon if we play Tielemans in our 4-3-3, it's gonna sound crazy.
We might look worse, bro.
He might get exposed, fam.
Yeah, we might look worse. I'm not even gonna lie. But
I'll say for midfield, I just think I can't figure that. Someone said that's a good name actually. Valverde from Real Madrid. That's a good shout. But we need someone dynamic.
So what about Kessie then?
Yeah, Kessie's not blitz, but I'll say he's fast enough.
No. I don't mean how quick he is. I mean, do you think he'll be better in our midfield in terms of that third midfielder to give more legs and more?
Yeah, he would.
What about Gravenberch?
Yeah, he's another one. Gravenberch is another one.
Do you think he would give us that legs that you think that we're missing in the third?
Yeah, because technically as well. I see some shots saying Jude Bellingham, but I think
Jude Bellingham's got the legs. But I wouldn't want him doing the blue ass fly running around though. That ain't what Bellingham does.
This is what I was gonna say.
Bellingham is a box-to-box man. I don't want him going left, right, sideways and all over the shop. I just want him going box to box, bro. You know what I mean?
Someone said Kessie isn't dynamic. Now Kessie can cover a lot of ground. Don't be fooled. Kessie can cover ground, bro. Like In fact, that was his main attribute before anyone started talking about his technical ability. Because some people say that he's not that great with the ball rate. He's not the greatest, but don't sleep on Kessie the ball. Like he's actually decent.
Do you know what?
First and foremost, Gallagher's
Gallagher.
dynamic. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That is the obviously I don't think he's good enough quite yet for Liverpool. But you know the way he plays, that's the type of legs we need in that midfield, bro. Gallagher gets about, bro. Like he puts in a shift. I'm not even gonna lie. He puts in a shift, bro.
Hold on. Let me go back through the super chats. I think I've missed a few. I'm gonna roll back the tapes to.
There you go. Use Tiago like Juve used Pirlo, Pogba and Vidal. So true. Yeah, remember Vidal did all the legwork for Pogba. All the legwork, bro.
Yeah.
And Pirlo. Vidal did the legwork for both of them.
Listen,
bro.
I'll be honest with you.
Pirlo walks around, bro.
But why was he able to walk around? Because he had
the man around him.
Running around him. That's the thing. When you've got a player like that, that can just dictate a game and you know how good they are, you kind of need someone to do a little bit of their dirty work because you want to allow them to be the best that they can be. Like, I don't know, man. Just,
Jamie says it best. We had him. We had him, bro. But... we had him.
We did.
Do you know, but we had the player
already,
bro.
I spoke about this last week. Funny enough,
Idrissa Gueye would be wicked in our midfield, bro.
Yeah, that kind of guy that basically you want that
perfect.
You want a guy that can do everything and most of all cover ground the most. And what was that? That was Gino Wijnaldum. Henderson, Vince's viewpoint, bigger itself, right? Henderson has been as efficient in DM as Flacco.
I kind of agree with that.
I slightly disagree. There have been a couple of games where
we've lost less games with Hendo at number 6 than with Flacco, bro.
Yeah, but that's overall. But I will still say this though: when Henderson's in the midfield, because I don't think even though he can cover ground better, I think tactically he's not as good as Fabinho. And there's times when we've gone, we've been a bit overrun, and we haven't necessarily lost games, but we've drawn them or dropped points, and we've gone. The midfield was overrun a bit because. And again, maybe it's a combination. And I think what's key in that is combinations. Like, it'll be interesting to see how many times this person played with Henderson and whatnot and with Fabinho. Because I think it's very easy to say statistically he's better. But then you look at the caliber of player that Henderson's played with.
Milner is the one who he's played majority of the time with. And that says a lot, bro.
But Milner works.
But a 36-year-old, bro, being the one playing next to Hendo when we get our best results, bro. That is a weird... It's
a weird anomaly because you're 36 years of age, but in the bleep test, man still comes first. And what's so mad is when we beat Man United, if I weren't mistaken, wasn't it Henderson, Milner, and Naby?
Yep.
And I was like, why are we playing that midfield? And then I was like,
I didn't think it worked, but you know what? All of them are runners, though, bro.
Yeah.
All of them are runners. So what did we do? We swarmed Man United and we didn't even... Do you get what I mean? I'm not going to lie, but when you bring in Tiago and Flacco, we can't swarm midfield. We can't swarm midfield anymore. And I'm going to be real, bro. It comes back to Klopp. Klopp has to change the system, bro.
It's the third one that's
key. Figure out a way, bro. Klopp, you can't have Tiago and not change the way you play. You can't. We're high up the field, getting caught out a lot. Bro, it was like when we were still playing counter-pressing football and playing on the halfway line with Phillips and Reece at the back, bro.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Like, Klopp, what are you doing, big man?
This is crazy, bro.
How on earth are we on the halfway line with Phillips and Reece? Like, I get it. You want to play the way you want to play. But, bro, you can't do that, bro. That's like trying to have a 4x100 meter relay and you're dashing in man's mum. Bruv, all of a sudden you're gonna, bruv, it don't matter how much of a lead we get her for that last 100 meters, bro. She's getting done. She's getting done, bruv.
That's it, man's mum, you know. Nah, drift.
Bruv. Unless anybody out is young enough to have a mum who's in her 30s and she can blow, yeah? Anybody who, but it don't matter how much of a lead we get her in that last 100, bruv. She's getting caught.
No,
she's getting caught.
Show me drifting, I swear down. Akash says we need Bistima in our midfield, robust and pacey. Yeah, Drift, you back that up. You've also said you want Bissouma in there as well. You think it'd be the perfect fit, or at least someone who's attainable that could at least fit what we need. Like, so I listen. Basuma will be a really good player to have in there. Like no one is denying that. But can
We
we
need
get
him, man.
Basuma?
We need him.
Can we? I just don't know because Michael Edwards, as we know,
No, we
is
can't.
leaving,
We can't. We can't. It'll
I
cost
fear
about.
for
Oh
us.
no, but actually, only got 1 year left on his deal. But Basuma, let's be real. The alleged.
Issa Henderson said drift with the red card.
I'm just being real.
Mad.
I'm just being real, bro. You know what I mean? I'll even say pops if you want. I know my pops can't blitz no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
you
for
get
real.
my point. Somebody of an elderly capacity waiting to take that last baton, and everyone else in the race is 20. Like, no matter how much of a lead you get that person. And that's the disadvantage that we have when we ain't got those legs in midfield, bro. Like,
no, it's true.
We need legs in we need legs in midfield, bro. We need legs in midfield.
No, we do. And what's so bad is the people that were covering cussing Naby Keita. We've always looked better when Naby Keita's actually played this season. In fact,
without question.
Cover ground. He covers ground. You might not like his running style. You might not like the way how he moves across the ground. But what's so mad is if you go and look at what he does, he was integral to how we actually play and our best performances of the season. So
the trolling is on another level.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that one, big man, but we move on from that. 975 Jamrock says at Team Kopish, bruh, Shelley and Fraser Price is 35 drift.
Yeah, that's what I said, bro. If there's anyone whose mum's in her 30s, then obviously that's an exception. But you've got to be very young for your mum to be in her 30s. So the point I'm making is, for us, man, here, you know what I mean? I love my mum to death, but she's not winning us the race, guys.
Drifters went straight in with a bazooka, you know. Man could have even said father or something. Man just went, nah, it's your mum, fam. It's your mum. But we move. Which brings me on to our next talking point of the show, Drift. Obviously, over the international break, which is still carrying on right now, obviously things don't return back to normal until the weekend. Henderson and Mane look like they picked up a couple of injuries. Now,
don't even go there, bro.
With the Henderson thing, I know Gareth Southgate said a few bits, but I'll be real. I don't really take him what he says. But he did say Henderson's come out the squad to be assessed, and I think Liverpool said something as well. And obviously, Sadio Mane as well. Oh, Declan Rice, that's another good one as well. Sadio Mane is another one. That seems like it's he could have an injury, so it remains to be seen.
He went up for a header. Mane went up for a header, and they think it might be broken rib.
Broken rib.
They're waiting for the result.
I thought it was nothing.
No, but they're hoping it's bruised. Like nothing's confirmed, but when I was reading reports, they were saying that's why they took it for the X-rays because they think it could be cracked or broken or whatever.
What?
Like apparently, like he had to come off straight away after going up for a challenge. So
hold on, Jeff. 1 second. Let me quickly just lock the door. Give me literally a second.
Yeah. I think I just saw a super chat come through. Hold on. Big up Sam Max as always, bro. Klopp really needs to think for the Arsenal game. If midfield is not set right, I can see Liverpool losing. There are gaping chasms in the area of the team. I'm trying to think who do Arsenal have in midfield. They've got Partey. That is not, what's his name again? Guys, somebody in the chat help me. Who's that guy they've got playing next to Partey, the young guy that they bought? Just gone. Lokonga. Yeah, Lokonga. And obviously, they've got Emil Smith Rowe. The guy from Madrid. That's how much I'm not even watching Arsenal these days. What's the guy from Madrid?
What's that? Which guy from Madrid?
The guy, Arsenal's midfield. The guy from Madrid. What's his name again?
Oh, Thomas Partey.
No, from Real Madrid.
Arsenal's guy from Real Madrid.
Yeah, the Odegaard. That's it.
Oh, who they bought? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because what Max is saying about the Arsenal game, and I'm thinking they've got Lokonga, Partey, Odegaard, and Emil Smith Rowe. That's their midfield, right? And there's quite a lot of legs in there, bro. And that does worry me a little bit. They ain't got the quality, but that is a lot of legs, bro. That's a lot of people who are good runners. And you've got to kind of, I mean, apart from Odegaard, but yeah, you know what? We got to get midfield right now, brother. We lose to Arsenal. We're in the mud, you know.
Listen,
because I don't really care about the little run that they're going on. They're nowhere near good enough that we should be actually losing that game. But
listen, we'll talk about that another day. But I want to focus on Mane and Henderson drift, because I'll be honest with you, we're already down to our bare bones with our midfield, yeah. So I bet, like, as things stand right now, if I'm not mistaken, Flacco's all right. Yeah.
Okay. I hope this is true. Phillips is saying that. But then again, you know what? You can have a bad rib and kind of, you know what I mean? And kind of be, but like it means you can't play because if someone whacks into you. Because remember, with the rib, the reason why you can't play ain't even necessarily because of the pain you're in. It's because people might impact you. Because remember, say you had a broken arm, for example, you could play, but they'll advise you not to in case you fall on it. Do you get what I mean? And I think with a rib, it's the same thing. If you've got a cracked rib or whatever, you could probably just take some painkillers and play. But if somebody barges into you, then they're going to make it worse or whatever. So, like, hopefully Jamie's right if he was, but he could be, like, high off of some morphine they just gave him and he's like, yeah, we won the game. But I don't mean...
I saw another video of Mane, though. Like, I saw another video of Mane, like, I'm trying to think where, but I think he's all right. So I'm going to go on the basis...
Allegedly.
They're going to get assessed either way.
Yeah. But they are waiting for the X-ray. Man don't go for an X-ray if you don't think that there might be a problem.
No, that's true. They'll get assessed, obviously. And then, obviously, I think the main way for me is Henderson, because I think without Mane, we'll be all right. But I just remembered that Firmino's still injured and Klopp did say it was a long-term injury. So Mane is actually integral to our front line.
Firmino is out until December.
Yeah, so Mane has to start. If not, some people might get their wish, and it might be, I don't know, Minamino maybe. I don't know. We have to wait and see. But going back to midfield, Henderson, if he is missing, James Milner's obviously got an injury. Tiago is just come back from on the bench. Naby Keita is still out. Curtis Jones might be available because remember he had the poke in the eye, I believe, in training. Harvey Elliott's doing a little bit of running, which we'll touch on in a second. And I think Fabinho's all right. So there's all ifs, buts, and maybes in our midfield. I think Henderson, for me, is massive. Brother, if he's not fit for the game against Arsenal, then Liverpool's midfield just seems to be going from worse to worse in terms of
what would it be? Flacco, Ox, and Jones? Boy,
yeah,
I don't
if
even
Jones
know.
is recovered, which I think he has.
I don't even know if that midfield can win a football match.
I'll be honest with you.
The combination is weird.
Flacco would have to do everything. And
that combination is weird, bro.
He'll be pulled apart.
Tiago. Jones would have to fully pull up a Gerrard performance in that game to like carry the whole midfield in terms of like knitting everything together.
Someone just made a valid point because he is fit. It's just that he was coming back into fitness. As long as we theoretically got Fabinho and Tiago.
Oh, yeah. Tiago's back. Yeah.
Them two there in a double pivot. Yeah.
Yeah. They
should be kind of matter who the third one is. Like, it could be Jones. It could be
Ox. That would be Jones. It does.
No, I'd rather Jones. I'm just saying. Fabinho and Tiago double pivot. I kind of don't mind who the third one is because them two will just dictate the game and do their thing. They'll just protect the back four and set pace.
They're still not the quickest, though.
They're not. But let's not sleep on pace is absolute everything.
Well, bro, they've got rapid front players.
Yeah, but we've got a rapid defense.
Yeah, but they'll burn through the midfield. I mean, like we have to. But West Ham did it to us.
We'll make it hard for them. No, you're right. But we'll make it hard for them. And however, I'd like to think we'll be more switched on because even though West Ham maybe done it, obviously they've done it very well. When you're not like clued up and stuff, bro, you can make mistakes which just leads to errors and goals. I kind of feel like remember that when I highlighted, we all saw when Thingy was running straight through and there was 3 men around him and no one decided to take him out. That was an error. Just you know what I mean? You take him out. So I think it's a case of just.
I'd like to think Curtis would maybe bring him down, pull his shirt.
Yeah, so would I. I think Curtis probably would. He's got it within him to maybe to get that yellow. So, but I just think put it like this: if our midfield has got Fabinho and Tiago there, and Henderson is missing. Obviously, I'll be mad disappointed, but as long as at least them two are there, I'm all right with it. I can live with it. And the third midfielder is just got to be just the more sole attacker, so to speak. So just do your thing in it. So that's how I see it.
We got to touch on Simi having a bad boy game for Greece
you know what?
the other day.
That is the next. Was that the next thing on the list? Let me just double check because there's a few things I want to speak about. Yeah, we could move on to that.
Yeah. Let's not bring ourselves down worrying about Hinder and Mane until we get the results of the injury.
No, I hear that, but it's just something that we've got to keep an eye out for, especially as we got the game.
Yeah, no, 100%. But now Klopp's press conference this week coming up will be when we'll know what go on. Because I don't know if you know, Cal, they were worried that it could be bruised or cracked ribs for Mane. That's why he got sent for an X-ray, innit? Yeah.
What's
crazy?
And the England camp won't reveal what is wrong with Hendo. Full stop. Like they won't. They were like, nah, like we're not going to tell you. So let's not get too worried about that until we get.
Hold on. Do you know what Drifty's just done? He's gone. Yeah, Callum, you've got a leak in the bedroom roof and the kitchen's on fire. But look, don't worry until you get home and check it out.
For real.
What we're hoping is the leak goes through and it puts the fire out.
Love that.
In trouble.
But yeah, let's go into Simi. Proving, just continuing to have a good run, man.
I don't know if you man saw the game.
To be fair though, Roma actually played well for Scotland though.
No, he did. I remember I don't want to get too much into stats, but I'm going to read some out anyway though. Simicast versus obviously had a great game against Kosovo. Everyone probably knows that already. 83 pass accuracy. That's not too bad. Not amazing. That's all right.
That's great if you think about a cross is considered a pass, bro.
I'll give him that. Because I was going to say this is going to sound better. 7 chances created, 7 key passes, 5 recoveries. I wasn't even really too worried about the pass, completion or whatnot. When I'm seeing 7 chances created and 7 key passes,
I like that.
Crazy.
They see me rolling. I like that. That might be comment of the day. I like that.
Facts. That is.
They try to stop me crossing dirty. Timmy
Cass, listen. There's an argument to be made that he's been the best left back for Liverpool. And I think that argument will be very strong. So I'll start
further, Matt. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah,
There's an argument to say he's been the best left back when he's played in the league as well. I think you look at Cancelo and Cucurella from Brighton, maybe the only two that can really talk to him.
I'd say
it is Cancelo. But Simicast is very close considering that he's only had maybe 3 starts or whatever, and he's been.
And they are different. The way how they attack, because Cancelo, even though he can cross with his weaker foot, that's not his main thing. When he plays left back, he cuts inside and he just does his thing.
Beast.
He's horrible.
I wish we looked at him.
Cancelo, could you imagine him and Trent rotating?
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You know we're talking about having legs. I'd even play Cancelo with midfield sometimes.
Oh yes, I Drift, the table's lifting. You man can't see the table's lifting. Look, whose hands are these? I'm not
even gonna lie. Cancelo is different.
What another option in midfield, yeah.
No, or even some people might
will never get hold of. Let's not even dream about that.
Even Trent going into midfield. Some people might not want to see it, but there's always been this whole will he go into midfield? You see, if we had a Cancelo, that's a game where you could actually experiment and see.
Stop it, Matt, bro.
You could actually experiment. You could actually go, we've got Crystal Palace. Should we put Trent in midfield? As soon as we're a little bit light, let's see what he can do. And put Cancelo right back. We could do that. So options, bro.
It's about having options. That as well, you know.
Bro, it's not new anymore, bro. Can't be doing these things, bro. It's before 9 o'clock, before watershed. Have some respect, that, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You know what? I bet the City fans don't even appreciate the fact that he's there.
Nah, they probably.
Nah, they gotta rate him. Surely they must know they got.
They don't appreciate. Like we appreciate and rate Trent in it. I think they just see him as he's good.
Yeah, that's true.
Wasn't he arguably their best player last year?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I think he had a little bit of a dip around February, March, but like he was pretty much their best player, isn't it?
I'm not gonna lie, but he could argue that in the last 18 months, he's probably been the best fullback in the league.
Damn.
Definitely an argument.
Damn. 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 Damn.
Yes.
No. No.
If anyone tuned in at that moment, they'll be like, what the fuck is
I
going
mean,
on?
what's going on with you lot? You lot glitched out. Yes.
People joining just now be like, oh, so this is the people that they talk about, this Kopish lot. Yeah, I won't be tuning back in again still.
Nah, these men are mad, you know. But no, do you know what? Let me quickly say this though. I'll start with you first, Kyle. I'll quickly get some.
Abdi, give over, mate. Give over.
When it comes to Tsimikas, the man in the match performance against Kosovo don't surprise you. However, is it still surprising you that when push comes to shove, Klopp always seems to revert back to his tried and tested, and one of those is Robbo? I'll let you go. I'm gonna jump back in a minute. Give me 2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, bro. Mr. Dare say just says, do you reckon Simi will play right back? Also Arsenal. I don't think we'll see him play right back. And
no. There would be no news.
I don't see him starting against Arsenal. So to answer Matt's question, it frustrates me about Klopp, but I think you said it best, Drift. Every great manager has had a weakness. Alex Ferguson, you could argue his weakness was the Champions League in European football. Klopp seems to be reverting back to type when things get rough or things aren't going his way. I'll be honest, if Tsimikas can't get a game right now, I don't know when he can. And I don't want it to be a thing where Tsimikas gets a game because someone else gets injured. It's like the whole idea of us having a squad is so that players can rotate with each other, keep each other fresh. So when it gets to the business end of the season, we're good. Like, all right, put it this way, Drift. Let's say, for example, for the next 20 games, Tsimikas plays 10, Robbo plays 10, and they both have an average rating of 8. In that 21st game, we could be playing in, I don't know, a Champions League semi-final or quarter-final. But how nice would it be to be sitting there saying, but Simi should play because in this game, but Robbo's been back at his form and the last 10 games he's averaged this and Simi's averaged that. I don't want to be sitting there saying, well, we're going to have to play Tsimikas because Robbo got injured and broke down.
Yeah.
And again, injuries can happen. They happen every game pretty much if you're a Liverpool fan, let's be honest. But let's not drive our players into the ground when we don't need to. Like, last season, I get we had to play Robbo at all costs because Simi had injuries and he had COVID, etc. And we were so light in the team that it made sense not to bring him in to what was such a disruptive squad and team at the time. But there's no excuse now. Give him a chance and let him stamp his approval on his team. And again, it makes you wonder if Moreno hadn't got injured back in 17-18, because that's when Robbo came into the team and never looked back. Would Robbo even have got as many games? Like, I still think cream rises to the top and Robbo's far outweighs what Moreno did, but it shouldn't have had to wait till that, in my opinion. Now, if Robbo was in fantastic form, then we're not having this conversation. But he's not in fantastic form, even though he's still the best in the position in the world, in my opinion. I just want to see Tsimikas get the games, because what it does as well, in my opinion, Drift, is it sends out a message to the rest of the players in the squad and says, you know what, guys? Yes, you know I've got my tried and tested 11. But you see if one player starts acting up or one player's not playing as well or whatever, you've got a chance in this team. And that's how you build a squad as well. He did it with Jota and Firmino, and Jota didn't look back until he got the injury. Now do it with the rest of the squad and show the rest of the squad that if you want to be a Liverpool player, you can't just stay here based on what you've done in the past. I've got to see it in the present and in the future as well.
Well, you can to a degree,
but you can stay in the squad. You can't stay in the. You can stay in the squad, obviously, but not just
even the first 11. But not if another man is on form.
Yes, there it is. Yeah, you said it.
Do you get what I mean? Like, I think that's what the problem is. If Tsimikas wasn't playing that well, then I would fully get Robbo playing. Tsimikas is in form, man. Like, and it ain't like Gordon being in form, for example, where like he's in form, but he's still just a young kid and whatever. Like Tsimikas is a seasoned international. Like, if he's in form, play him, man.
Yeah. Sorry, can I just play? The reason why I've dragged this comment up. It's Naeem, you've been following us for a long time, so I think you'll know that I'm not trying to dig you out and just trying to throw you to the wolves when I say this. But I completely disagree that he's technically one of the worst in our team. like his crossing is such a difficult technique, and regular good crossing is such a difficult technique. If I'm not mistaken, since him and Trent have come into the Liverpool team, only Trent and De Bruyne have more assists than Robertson in the league. Maybe Bruno might be close, but if I'm not mistaken, those three are the top 3 assist makers.
I think you might be right still.
Now let's put that into context. Firmino is 5'11". Sadio's maybe 5'9", and Mo's maybe about 5'9". So we ain't got giants in the box. We don't have a target man. So not only is he crossing the ball, he's crossing the ball to either pinpoint accuracy or to an area where one of those players can attack the ball comfortably for their size and their physical stature. That's not easy. His passing, whether it be short range or long range, has been very good apart from this season. Very good. He barely makes mistakes in the passing category. And just because he doesn't play Hollywood passes like Trent doesn't mean he's not technically good. On his right foot, yeah, very, very average on his right foot. In fact, you could even argue he's poor. But everything else he does, like when do you see Robbo get beaten in the air as well? Like Robbo's not no giant of a left back. He's about 5'9" himself. Rarely see him get beat in the air for headers as well. So I think this narrative of he's poor technically needs to stop. Just because he's going through a poor patch doesn't make someone poor technically.
The only thing I'll say he's technically poor at is shooting.
Yes, agreed.
That's the only thing that Robertson is poor
but
at.
Here's the thing. Apart from free kicks, how many goals does Trent get from open play? And everyone seems to laud Trent shooting. So
I think Trent. Me and Matt have gone back and forth on this. I think Trent should be improving on his shooting and scoring from open play. Me and Matt have argued about this a lot. I think for his technique, Trent should get way more goals from open play.
Yeah, no, he probably should. I just think for him to do that, the positions he's got. I mean, he's taken up. One thing I will say, this season is probably the one season where I probably will say because I think other seasons, for him to be in the position that he needs to be in, it would have to be like how we're playing now, and we are playing slightly different. Like he even said as well, like, Klopp kind of Jurgen. I think he said something along the lines of, Jurgen said let the handbrake off a little. Yeah, so the way Trent is pushing up is mad, and even getting slightly central. It's kind of crazy. Can't even front.
Yeah, I don't like to see our fans turn against Robbo at this stage.
It's
Like,
crazy.
out of form.
It's crazy. Yeah.
And it's natural. It's natural nature of it's human. Do you know? Here's another thing that I think that millennials and like modern football has done to us. We've looked at the likes of Cristiano and Messi, who to their credit is why people say they're the greatest. I don't even necessarily think it's about ability. It's the fucking consistency. Because if you're talking about consistency, even the people we're talking about can't talk to those two. Do you get what I mean? Like there's a dance of this world. If you're talking about consistency, no one talks to Ronaldo, Messi. They just do it every year, year after year on a consistent level. So in that regard, I fully respect what they do. But I feel like they've kind of set this precedent now where it's why I defend Neymar a lot. People will be like, you have a couple of games in a row, maybe where you're not quite at it. People, I told you about this guy. This guy's useless. Right? Like, whoa, hold on a minute. Like, why have you got to play a 10 out of 10 every week to be a top footballer these days? Why can't you be a human being and have a little 7 here and there and a 6.5? It doesn't mean all of a sudden you're crap. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, when I hear people saying, Robbo's shit, and like, to the point of Neymar, and this isn't even a dig at you, Cal, because I know you think he's technically good. But when I hear people talking about he'll have one bad game in the Champions League and people are going, see, so I told you Neymar ain't the one. I'm like, hold on. You're just going to pick that one game where you told me he needed to ball out. And if he don't, then all of a sudden he's not that guy. Like, what?
Dude, you just airing me out, bro.
that day launch just got dashed.
I'm not even going to lie. If it's a guilty conscience, it's a guilty conscience.
Just said, I'm not even going to bait you up. You know Callum's out here doing the most in the streets. I was out here doing the most in these streets. I saw him moving weight the other day still, but no.
Oh man. But I think people just feel like everybody's a robot and they're meant to do a 10 out of 10 every week, and that ain't the case, man. All your favorite ballers who you don't watch regularly, guarantee you they have poor games. All this Haaland hype and then Mbappe hype, I guarantee if you watch French football every week, Mbappe drops stinkers. I guarantee you, if you watch from every week, he drops stinkers.
I said I think Mbappe, as great as Mbappe is, I think he's very overrated.
Oh,
say he's
you're getting because I've heard that going
here we
around
go.
a lot, man.
You
There's
think
quite
he's
a few people-
overrated?
Don't. Let's leave it. I shouldn't have said nothing.
Hold on.
brother, there's a massive group of people that are starting to
Hold
believe
on.
that Mbappe is overrated.
Hold on, one second. You think he's overrated? I don't want to get into the big back and forth, but do you honestly think he's overrated though? Real
I do
talk.
think he's overrated, yeah.
Big
I think
man
he's
thing.
quality.
Yeah.
I think he's quality for his age, but I think he's overrated. I think
Bro.
people see him as like a top 5 player in world football, and for me, he might not even be top 10.
What?
Do you want me to do my top 10?
Do your top 10 now, please.
All right,
Live
Messi,
on air.
Messi,
Hold on.
Ronaldo.
Wait a minute. Start again. I need you to make sure this is produced correctly. Go on, please. No, I'm joking. I won't do that. I won't do that.
Come on, I'm blast, man.
What?
All right, top 10.
All right. If you've got a good argument, I'll be so honest and be like, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but I just go on.
There's people that are agreeing with Cal.
I think go
top
on.
10 in world football, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
So Messi, Ronaldo.
Yeah, in any
Virgil,
order, by the way. You have to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Virgil, Salah,
Yeah.
Benzema. That's
Yeah.
5. Lewandowski.
Yeah.
I would then go Trent.
Mm.
Haaland,
Haaland, did you put in there?
Haaland, yep, Haaland's in there.
Haaland. KDB.
Kevin.
That's 9.
Kimmich.
Yeah.
That's my 10.
That's
I
10.
could do more. In
All
my
right,
opinion.
this is one thing I will say. That not even regarding order.
Hold on.
I
Sorry,
think that's an
really quickly. Everyone's saying Trent and not to Mbappe. What has Mbappe done that Trent hasn't on a week-to-week basis? Because Trent is the best in his position in the world. He's been top assist maker in his position in the world. He's done stuff in the Champions League and in the Premier League. And he's playing in a team that's not meant to be winning those competitions. So I'll leave that there.
Because what I was going to say is, are we basing this on like this current form or just like in general what they've done, say, over 3-4 year span? That's what I was going to ask you.
Both.
Because if you think of both, you can't sleep on the fact.
I'll go a step further. I think Mbappe is absolutely brilliant at dominating some of the smaller teams, but against some of the bigger teams, I think he gets found wanting.
There's a lot of people in the chat that are agreeing with Cal
that's
as
the
much as
case-
people are disagreeing. I'm saying, Matt, it's kind of a split opinion, bro.
Can I say
It's kind
something?
of a split opinion of whether Mbappe is overrated.
This is what I was going to say.
Sorry, Matt, I've got one more thing to say. People
Yeah,
saying that he killed the 2018 World Cup. So did Pogba, but I'm not hearing anyone saying Pogba's top 10. I'll just leave that there as well.
Pogba's not in this debate, but one thing I will say is this, in my opinion. All those names you mentioned, I'm surprised you didn't even put Neymar in there. So now
that's what I'm saying. I could have still kept on going.
No. But what I'm trying to say is that's why
Neymar's above him as well.
This is what I was going to say. So
is Cancelo above him?
The list you gave me, I wouldn't say it's a very good list, by the way. It's a very, very good list.
Is Bernardo Silva above him?
No, I don't know. If we're talking about recent, especially about recent,
is Kante above him?
Is KDB ahead of Mbappe in terms of recency?
Yes.
Yes. You think so?
Not recency. I think KDB's been below his own levels for about 12 months. In my
12 months.
Yeah, I think KDB's been quite poor, you know.
Because I'm not taking away from him the play in terms of overall, but if we're talking about say 12 months at least, you probably say Mbappe might have had a better year.
Thomas Muller.
Then Mbappe.
Bobby's not
It's an argument, bro. If you're talking about everything considered, it's an argument.
I'll just be honest with you. Like, I rate
Mbappe. Look, I'm not even getting involved, but I personally have seen a lot of people starting to say what you're saying. You're not even alone in that.
And when I say he's overrated, it's not me saying he's rubbish, you know. But it's like some people rate him as a 10. I may rate him as an 8 out of 10, for example.
But people said he was going to take the mantle for Messi, and that's overrated. I get that.
They said he was going to be the next Messi and Ronaldo. So
yeah. So I get where you're coming from in terms of maybe people have got, because people are too quick to need that person, Cal. That's what it is. Messi's nearly retired. Ronaldo's nearly retired. We need the new one. Who's going to be the new one? Pick someone. Boom. There he goes. You know what I mean?
I saw another comment saying, remember what Mbappe did at Anfield. He scored 1 goal in that game, and he did nothing else in that whole game. Nothing else. And the ricochet in the reason he scored that goal is because Neymar put it on a plate for him effectively.
I think what human nature does, which is very easy to do, but you've got to kind of try and not do it, is if I go, right, I think this guy's better than this guy, and we're having an argument about who's a better guy. We're talking about small margins of elite footballing. We're not talking about the guy who you don't think is good is all the way down here. Do you get what I mean? And he's like some crap footballer. Because I think a lot of people, if you say overrated, people straight away think you're saying, oh my God, so you don't think Mbappe is a good footballer? And that is not at all what it means. Do you get what I mean?
I can't, for me personally, I feel like Mbappe is top 10 in the world, man. Like, if we're talking about, all right, whether you are, this is another way how I look at it. If you want to call him a striker.
Tem says I'm picking Foden over Mbappe.
I'm not. I rate Foden highly, but I'm not.
I might still.
Are you really doing that recency?
No, I'm not doing the. Bro, I rate Mbappe. I rate him. This is what I want to be clear, man. I rate Mbappe. I just think there are other players better because I think Mbappe's got this whole. He's got the marketing behind him.
No, but explain. No. But I need someone to actually explain to me why they think Foden is better than Mbappe. Like even let's just say over 2 years, because let's be real. Foden truly burst last season when Mbappe was winning World Cups. And again, Foden won in the national team. So that's very unfair. Let me know.
Won a World Cup.
Very unfair. And not only that, Man City won a league and obviously PSG kind of know, but they didn't win the league. But if we're talking about like, this is how I look at it and how I've got to do the whole, are you the best in your position? If Mbappe's a striker, he's easily top 5. If Mbappe's a wing forward, he's easily top 5. If you're going to pick Phil Foden, where would you class Phil Foden position-wise?
Can play left, right, and false 9.
No, but we can't do. We got to give him a position. We know we can play there, but we kind of got to just to kind of make that argument because we got to kind of narrow it down. Because if let's just say, for example, let's just say we put Foden, I don't know, right. Let's just say we put in right wing. Where's he doing play? Right wing, left wing, as you say.
More left wing of recent, if I'm not mistaken.
Would you say Foden is top 5 left wingers in world football over the last 2 years?
Over the last 2 years, I think there's an argument, but I think that's because there's a lack of great left wingers as well, though.
Because first 3 names come to mind.
He plays up front a lot.
Mane, Neymar, Gnabry can play there. I think Gnabry's better than him.
Gnabry don't play on the left though.
I swear he does. Gnabry plays left and Sane plays right.
He usually plays from the center. He usually plays central or right. Sane's only recently started playing from the right, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm more than happy to be corrected there if I'm wrong.
And not only that, other than only really last year, you could argue Sterling was doing better than Foden. But only up until last year, Sterling kind of fell off a bit.
Yeah.
Drifts guy, Heung-min Son. Trying to think, is anyone else that
Heung-min Son wasn't playing? He wasn't playing as a left winger last season. Son was playing as a striker. Harry Kane was playing in the 10.
But he's naturally more of a.
He's not playing there though, bro.
No, but then that's me flipping it, guy. But Foden didn't play more than how many games at left wing? Because Foden, when I see Foden play, as you say, left, right, for the center. But I'm just trying to shoehorn him into a position where I can put him up against the best. Because what my whole argument is this: when I think of Mbappe, whether you want to put him in as a striker or wing forward, for me, just for me anyway, he's top 5. Me personally, I don't know if Foden's there yet. I think Foden's entering the conversation because he's having a standout 12 months. But I can't sit here and categorically say, I mean, ask you this: is he better than Mane? Let's just say he's left wing. Is he better than Mane?
No.
Yeah.
Over the last 12 months, he's been better. But no, he's not better.
No, but is he better?
No, he's not better.
This is what I'm trying to say. And I don't think he's better than Son. And I'm going to categorize Son as a left winger. I don't think he's better than Son. I think Son's more devastating.
I think I'm Son over Mbappe personally.
I don't think he's better than what? You know what, Cal? I ain't even beefing you no more.
It's all opinion, bro.
I don't know whether it's because I don't even know what it is.
You know what it is? It's because Mbappe's got to go to one of the bigger leagues and do it. I think it is that.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't like diminishing what he's done.
I think he's just got amazing marketing behind him as well.
Yeah, he can't tear out the French league. He can't tear out the French league and then be put in the bracket of
You man
players
are
who were doing
really
it in harder
trying
leagues.
to give me them Ric
All
Flair
right,
low blows
all right,
and do the
all
whole.
right, Matt,
Woo!
when was Ronaldinho seen as an overall superstar?
Oh man,
When he moved to where?
yeah, when he moved to Barcelona to play at the
All right.
highest stage. But here's the joke.
Zinedine Zidane. When was him? When he left?
No, to be
Bordeaux
fair,
and-
Zidane. No, but to be fair, Zidane was already obviously when he went Juve though. Before he obviously went Real Madrid.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
name me-
but Italy was still a big league. Cal said
name me-
Bordeaux because he was a baller at Bordeaux, but no one rated him till
But
he
man,
went to you.
but
Neymar certified because Neymar done did it.
Done at
in
Barca.
Spain.
No, he done it at Barca. He done it at
Messi
Barca.
certified because he done did it. Angel Di Maria done certified because he did it at Real Madrid. Like, I've got to be real with you. Pepe did bits in France as well, and I'm not even saying they're in. No, wait.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
Don't,
wait, man.
don't.
Wait, let me land. I'm not even saying Pepe's that guy. He's not. And then Mbappe's on a complete different stratosphere. But everyone's saying he's automatic for him to go rip it up at like a Liverpool or Real Madrid. Maybe Real Madrid, because apart from Atletico Madrid at the moment, there's no real competition. But I'm going to be real with you. If Haaland's in France, Haaland smashes Mbappe's records.
What, you think Mbappe can't smash the German league?
I don't know if he can do it.
What?
I don't know if I'm. No, I'm not
You know
saying
what?
he can't score goals. I'm just saying I don't know if he smashes records.
Bro, let's be real. Other than Bayern and Leipzig, Dortmund have no competition in there.
That's a bit disingenuous, Matt. I think the German league is way harder than the French league.
Name me two other teams other than Dortmund, other than Leipzig and Bayern that you think are at least good.
Gladbach are a good team.
Name me five of their players.
Dennis Zakaria, Thuram's son, Marcus Thuram, Neuhaus.
Yeah.
The two.
It gets techie, innit?
Techie still.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
Name
They're good.
from Marseille.
Cal doesn't need to know the individuals to know whether they're a decent team or not.
It's
Like, that was a
quiet
little
back
bit.
there.
That was a little
Quiet
spiteful.
All right, Matt. Name
That was a
me.
little spiteful still.
All right,
It's
Matt,
quite-
name me 5 players from Marseille.
We're not doing the back and forth thing. I don't do that. I don't do back and forth. I do absolute.
I rate it.
No, you got me. What I'm trying to say is this though. I do generally feel like the German league, it's probably slightly better.
It's
Like
not
slight.
Matt. It's way better.
Carl, can I be real? Like even all right, who won the league last year? It was Lille, innit? With Botman and them man. Botman, Renato Sanchez, who hardly ever played. Who else is there? Flipping
Bro, if
Jonathan David.
if a team wins your league and then nobody even
Bamba.
knows who they are or where they are the following season, that kind of says a lot about your league, man. You have
No.
to be honest.
But all I'm trying to say is German
People
league.
wanted Lille in the Champions League.
No,
Like
but
they wanted
can
Lille
I-
in their group. You can't win a league and people want you in their
No,
group.
but hear what I'm saying. You see, a team like Lille will give people some smoke, especially the Lille of last season. And I can only name me 5 players, maybe. But what I'm trying to say is, I think the competition with the French league is getting close to because the German league is dying, fam. That's why I'm not taking anything away from him. Yeah.
LFC Aaron, if Mbappe was at LFC, he'd rip out 100%. I don't know, because as a striker, I don't think he would. I don't think as a striker, I don't think he would.
Here's the thing. You don't have to play him as a striker, or you can play him left wing or right wing because he's so fluid in that front.
Have we seen Mbappe play against low blocks?
I have. To be fair, in the French league before they bought Icardi, I'm trying to remember who their damn striker was. Mbappe was mainly
It was Moise Keane, sorry.
Yeah. Was it? No, it was even before then. Mbappe was playing right wing because he didn't even really start as a striker other than when he went Monaco. Then when he went PSG, he started playing wing. And I was like, maybe he's better on the wing. And then he kind of moved in more central. I just think, do you know what? For people to say, Callum, to say that he's got the marketing behind him and that kind of makes him...
Cavani. It was Cavani.
That's it, Cavani. Bro, he was doing bits, getting assists and just like creating a new dimension. And then he kind of learned
I'm not
to play
saying he's not
central.
sick, Matt. I'm just saying I think he's overrated.
We'll pick this up another time because
This hurts my soul, you know. Man is saying, I don't even know anymore.
But Cal ain't bigging him up. I'm trying to be the peacemaker.
I'll be honest with you.
Cal rates Mbappe highly, but he just don't think Mbappe is as good as
this
everybody
hurts my
is
soul.
telling
You
the
know
world
why?
that
I
he
kind of
is.
feel like this is old Callum when he said Ronaldinho's not elite.
Don't.
You're doing that. We're doing that again.
Oh, Matt, that was a low blow.
But if you might have been giving me low blow since I said Mbappe's name.
Mate, I'm not even involved. What are you talking
You're sitting
about?
on the fence. That's even worse.
No, I'm just letting you
got
know.
splinters coming out your
Can I be
beard.
real with you? Can I be real with you? I'm just relieved it ain't me for once, bro. I'm like, oh, this is what it's like to sit back
This
and
hurts
watch.
my soul. What you talking about Mbappe, man? Damn. And I wouldn't move though. But do you know what? Maybe what we should do, to be fair, to kind of like maybe go into a bit more insight. Maybe we should do like a members vid and like the top attackers and whether we feel he's top 10.
As long as it's done over StreamYard, I'm not doing it face to face with you, bro.
No, we can do that, man.
No, I'm not doing it in your
Why?
vicinity. No, bro.
We could do it in my domain.
I think we should do that tomorrow, you lot, while it's still fresh in the memory.
We could do it in my domain as well.
Is Mbappe overrated? Members, tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna be the mediator. I'll be the judge of who wins the argument.
Vince's viewpoint says, "Gents, do you watch PSG? I'm having a headache." Again, to answer, Cal, would you be happy if a rival like United got Mbappe? No, I rate Mbappe. Like I can't say it enough. Just because I think someone's overrated doesn't mean I think they're rubbish. If you just say like, "Do you rate Richarlison?" I'd be like, "No, he's overrated. He's dead." But Mbappe is not dead. He's quality. He's fantastic. I just think people see him being in that conversation with Messi, Ronaldo, and I think that means he's overrated.
What's this? Hold on. So I just saw the, and this isn't even trying to add. I didn't even 18-19 season, 29 games. That's good stats, but a lot of people would say it's French league, and I don't even know whether that's probably maybe Champions League as well. I'm guessing.
No, do you know what, Matt? Do you know what? It ain't. I don't even want to be too disrespectful to the French league. It's your PSG, and you're doing it in the French league. If you had those stats and you play for Monaco or Marseille, I think people would fully rate it.
What did he do in Monaco?
When you play for the team that are dominating.
What did he do in Monaco?
Remember Monaco's team, Matt?
I knew you was gonna.
Wait.
Why?
Because people talk about Mbappe like he won that league for Monaco single-handedly. He didn't.
No, he didn't.
But he was a part of a fantastic team, and he was amazing that season.
He was. Bro, that was his breakup. Because I remember he was playing up front with Falcao, if I'm not mistaken. They're playing a top. Remember Fabinho was there as well. Thingy was there. The one that went Chelsea and flopped. I think Bakayoko was Bakayoko there. Bakayoko was there. They had flipping
Silva.
They had the guy with
team was
blonde
to be fair, Falcao was way more important for goals than Mbappe that season.
What? Bro, I'm gonna be real with you.
But Falcao, that was when Falcao refound his form, brother. And that was old Falcao.
Did you see Man City play Monaco that season?
Yeah, no, of course, Mbappe. Bob, remember, I wanted Mbappe back then. That was before the world knew who he was.
How many seasons ago was that?
But Falcao was more important than Mbappe that year,
Matt,
bro.
You glitched there. How many seasons ago was that?
Why are you asking me that?
Because I saw you glitch, brother. Physically.
No, hold on. I'm taking in what you were saying. I'm thinking, is he really asking me? Are you basically trying to tell me, right, that was the last time he kind of like done
I'm not
something?
saying that, but we keep on speaking about his Monaco. Like, that was years ago.
No, but I'm picking a team where he wasn't favored to win.
No, that's true. That is true.
That's why I bought a Monaco, because obviously if he started his whole career in PSG, then I suppose you guys have got the argument where it's like, all right, fair enough, yeah, he was at PSG and you're kind of expected to win. But if you do it at Monaco, and I know Monaco had an amazing season, they did, and they had some ballers, they still weren't really supposed to win the league. And Mbappe, that was his breakout, and he showed the world what he could do. Then he goes PSG, and let's be real, he's caused such a stir with how good he's been. There's even been rumors of him and Neymar for that, whatever, because Neymar can kind of see this guy's a talent, bro. This guy's mad, and you know how Neymar is, like, wants to be the headliner.
Let's save this for the members, because I thought we were going to stop, and now we're going to keep going.
Sorry, Matt. I apologize. LFC Aaron says,
don't do that. You know what? I'm
LFC Aaron says, good argument. Plus Mbappe equals demolition. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. If Mbappe signed for Liverpool tomorrow, I'd be screaming from the rooftops.
Of course.
I'd be screaming. But I wouldn't be sitting there saying he's top 3 in the world, which a lot of people say he is.
I don't think he's top 3 in the world. I never went that far.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people do say that, Matt.
Like, because I wouldn't,
overrated there.
I wouldn't say he's the next down. I mean, I don't even know who we would say the best. I guess by default, a lot of people are still going to say Messi and Ronaldo because of their body of work. But I wouldn't.
No, we've got to stop that narrative now. Come on.
I wouldn't put him there yet.
They're still goated, but we've got to stop that narrative now.
But
they're not the best in the world.
Like, you're talking about Salah, you're talking about Benzema.
I'm seeing people in the comments saying I'm trying to be edgy. You guys know I'm not trying to be edgy. I genuinely believe it. I might be completely wrong, but I do believe it. But I may be completely
All I
wrong.
know is that I feel like Drift tonight because I'm just like, I don't know if he's trying to like.
I'm not
I
trying to
don't.
troll.
I don't. I don't.
I'm not
What?
trying to troll.
So you don't think he's?
I rate him, I do.
You don't
but
think he's
just
top 10 in the world?
Not currently, no.
Oh, we're going back on it again, guys.
Yeah.
Let's move on. I'm doing the cow right now, and Cow's doing the drifty, innit?
Can I be cheeky? Can I just pop to the loo, guys?
Oh, you want to? All right, no, it's cool.
I'm gonna literally pop to the loo and come back. Give
My
me a
man's
sec.
just gonna drop the mic now as well.
I'm never gonna live this out. I swear to God, as God be my witness, I'm not trying to be.
No, I'm
edgy.
joking. I know. You generally think this, but I think we got to cut it up in the members thing. But yeah, no, we move.
Our man says Holler Man Sons. Oh,
Boy,
one second. guys.
man got the holla, man. Man got the holla, man.
What was we actually talking about before?
I
that
have no
tangent?
idea before we. I don't even know what we talked
that
about before.
Mbappe tangent. What the fuck was we talking
Someone said
about?
Benzema overrated. Hell no, not that, bro. Have you seen what
Oh, no,
Benzema
no,
been
no.
doing?
Benzema's not.
You see what been doing since Ronaldo left, man? As you said, like that what the handbrake being taken off Benzema, fam. He moving different.
Yeah, Benzema's
No.
not. And he's doing it in a team that ain't even that good. He's continuing to carry Real Madrid.
Bro, I don't even want to get into Benzema.
But it's actually quite sad because it looks like catering to Ronaldo actually stopped Benzema from being more goated than he's going to end up being because you kind of held him back. A little bit like Rooney. Everybody's always got to just be like pushed to the side for Ronaldo, innit? I wouldn't even want that youth on my club, you know? He's just out here stalling other people's careers while everybody's catering to him like he's Paris Hilton or some shit. It's
No, I
fucking
agree.
jarring, bro. But like Benzema could have been so much more goated because he's proven it. He's proven if you'd have just let him off the leash a long time ago, bro, man would have been doing this for years, bro.
He might even be the third highest goal scorer in Champions League history, you know?
I think he is.
When I say Benzema is for me, Benzema is the perfect number 9. He's everything because you see, like technical ability, he's up there with Firmino. Don't get twisted, he's up there. But when I say Benzema got techers, but the difference with Firmino, with Benzema, he's just got more of a goal scoring instinct to him because he played more even natural 10 at Lyon. And even when he came to Real Madrid, I know he kind of was the what do you call it? The side man to Ronaldo, bro. He was an
out and out forward at Lyon.
Yeah, still packing in goals, fam. You see Benzema right now in Liverpool's team. Like, let's just say, for example, we never bought Firmino for argument's sake, and we got Benzema. Oh my, man, don't want to know. Benzema is different, fam.
But we were meant to get Benzema. Do you remember before he went Real Madrid?
I'll go one better. Some people might not even like it.
I didn't rate him back then, though. But I remember. Back
I know
then,
you didn't. But
Yeah,
there's an argument to be made. There's an argument to be made, in my opinion, that Benzema is just as good as Lewandowski. He might even be better. I'm not even joking. There's an argument, bro. There's an argument. Because think about it. Zima's been doing his thing in La Liga for time. And Lewandowski's been doing it.
And I hear Lewandowski and I see like hearts and stars. So
Lewandowski is disgusting, but I think there's an argument. Because I think back in the day, I'm not gonna lie, can't upset me today, you know. Man,
I rattled you. I know I have. I rattled.
No, you never rattled me. I just didn't like the disrespect to. I just didn't like disrespect to Mbaps.
No, I'm sorry.
Back came in and just said Mbaps, you're overrated.
You know when you get a metal fence and you bang on it and it makes that noise. That yeah. That's what Tiago did all night on Matt's back garden fence, and Matt couldn't do nothing but put his pillow over his head and try and get to sleep.
I just can't believe a man would talk wicked on Mbappé, you know. But it's cool. He's top 10 for me. All right, do you agree with this one, Cal? We're talking about strikers as well. And someone said Benzema's overrated, and I said hell no. I said Benzema, and I said there's an argument to be made. Let me see where Cal is now. This is how I know where Cal's head's at now. I said there's an argument to be made that Benzema might be better than Lewandowski. There's an argument to be made. You got to look at it. Look at their careers. Look at their careers and see what they've done.
No, but remember, we just addressed the fact that 7 years of Benzema's career
has been wasted. But yeah, so sorry, let me just put it from when
let's clear that up.
When Ronaldo left.
There's a big compilation going around showing the amount of times that Ronaldo put shots and chances on a plate for Benzema, and he fumbled the bag hard.
But we're talking like Leo hasn't fumbled the bag in big Champions League games, you know.
Such as?
Who's the third highest goal scorer in the Champions League?
No, you made a comment, Matt, and I just
Huh?
asked you which games did Lewandowski
I'm
fumble
just
the
trying to
ball in the
remember
Champions
when
League?
did Lewandowski score in a knockout game?
There was a little phase a few years ago when Lewandowski went cold in the Champions League and he was playing poor for a season.
The reason why I say that,
Champions
George, the reason I say that, Cal, I can't remember. No. Shall I tell you?
There was a little while where Lewandowski in the Champions League did fall off a little bit still.
Yeah, no, the reason why I say this as well, Carl, and that this is not really making a lot for my argument, but back in the day when we was doing Big Up Football Banter Show, yeah, I remember we was talking about Champions League or whatever, and I can't remember the year it was, but we were talking about how Lewandowski is so sick in the league, but when it comes to Champions League, he's not the same player, and we were like, we don't understand that this guy is amazing, he can do everything, but if you look at his career, I think there are times when he probably could have done more. Like, I'm just genuinely speaking, I can't go game for game like how you can. I ain't got that type of memory, but there are games and I think, or times and I think, well, Lewandowski could have put their man through. Whereas Benzema, especially since Ronaldo's left and he's got that, he kind of shown what he really could do, but we're taking his game to another level. And it's a level that you only saw bits of, and it's unfair to him because it kind of got taken away. So if you even want to just judge it like by who was better from when Ronaldo left, Zima or Lewandowski, I think there's a debate. I'm not saying Benzema is definitely better, by the way. I'm saying there's a debate, you know. There has to be.
Can I ask you guys a question? Do you think Firmino's been wasted because Salah's here and Mane's here?
No, because Firmino,
because he was never a 9.
You didn't know what he was in the first.
No, because he was never a 9.
But we can all agree that that Firmino has had loads of chance put onto a plate by both Salah and Mane, and he's fumbled, right?
Yeah, but he's Zima's not a natural 9 though.
No, let me land. I fully agree. Benzema's fantastic. As an overall as an overall player, I'd probably go Benzema over Lewandowski. But as a number 9, and I'm not even just saying a number 9 just as a goal scorer, just as a number 9, right positions, hold up play, bringing others into play. That's the biggest one between them two where it's tight. I think everything else, I think Lewandowski does better. And again, if Lewandowski's a 10, Benzema's maybe a 9, but it's still better. Benzema is cold. Benzema is cold.
What's that again? You think what's that last bit again? Sorry, the last bit.
I think if Lewandowski's a 10, then Benzema is maybe a 9.
There's an argument, bro, because I think both are like. Do you know what it is?
Suarez is the best of this.
Yeah. No, but Suarez is an alien. He's an alien.
But he's also
Barca Suarez. Nobody's touching. Like when I say, nobody. The aliens blessed him. He's different.
Bastard Suarez.
But he's different, bro.
Hey, Lee is on you today. Guys.
Yeah, I know.
But I just think
I'll have to address Lee privately because I know he's going to tell me off privately.
Because I think, but as a complete player, you're right. I think Benzema's better. But even a goal scorer, I think, maybe Lewandowski just edge it. But you got to think about everything. It's a tough one, you know. That's why I say it's an argument. That's why I don't think it's. Because if I said that,
definitely not.
That's right. That was my whole point. I reckon someone said that.
This is funny, sir. No, says Cal is a black belt jiu-jitsu debater. Man creeps up behind you and slowly gets the back.
Wow, man, out here just trying to say I'm Conor McGregor and that. I'm just talking.
Right, someone told me. Not by the way, I don't know the results, so don't. Actually, no. Let's just move on anyway.
Yeah. You don't spoil it.
What's the last topic for the day, guys? Before we move on.
I'm not happy with today's show, you know.
He's livid with me. I'm not gonna lie.
But there's two things that I just...
Yeah, you fully rattled him today, guys.
I just don't sit well with me.
Tonight, he's gonna like wake up in the middle and be like, "Come, shut the fuck up." Babe, what's up? Nothing. Go back to sleep. I'm
not happy, bro. And Mbappe being disrespected, and then Zima as well. I know. In fact, no. To be fair, Cal don't disrespect Zima. He's just saying.
I don't think I disrespected Mbappe.
Yeah. And you're smiling as well.
I'm smiling because of how serious you're taking this. I'm so sorry.
Man's actually smiling while he's talking.
I didn't even mean to shake you up like this.
Imagine that. Imagine going to court and then bringing your case forward and you're just smiling at the judge like, you know, I got this right. You can't stop me. You just can't.
Look, Mbappe's top 15 in the world for me.
Man did not like how low down that number
Man
was.
extended this by 5 and thought I was going to be impressed.
All right, so I'm going to ask a question to people in the comments. For people saying,
let's not get back on
no,
the Mbappe thing.
I won't mention anything after this. I promised you. For anyone saying,
Cal's feeling good, you know. I could tell you cocoa butter and everything. Cal's feeling good.
No, for anyone saying not having Trent over Mbappe, can you just articulate why? That's all I ask. I'm more than happy to be out argued or proven wrong, but just please ask me why you'd say Trent isn't better than Mbappe, considering we all agree Trent's the best in the world.
Yeah. I'm not even. That's kind of
because no one's like said anything when I said Virgil is ahead of Mbappe.
Do you know what it is? The only people reason are saying that because maybe recency he hasn't been there. Maybe the level that he's been. You see, 18, 19, and 19, 20. But let's not be silly. This guy has I wouldn't say reinvented, but he's taken a right back role to another level. Like he just has. Those amount of assists that you're getting, and I know the system did help him, but he still has to deliver. That's another thing I don't like. You can talk about systems all you like, but if you can't still perform, it don't matter how good the system is. It really doesn't.
Wrongly wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wrong. Lee, come on. He's not a game changer.
I did tell you I'm going to start twisting. I'm going to start pretzel cows coming out now because this is where I get people. I'm going to start making you twist yourself up with your words. Anyone else for Trent not being better than Mbappe? Go on.
Do you know the thing that I hate the most about the Trent hate is that Trent has never ever been classed as a young player. You know when it'll be like, oh, Mason Mount, Foden, and it always like how great he is for a young player. No one ever said that about Trent. Why did everyone put Trent straight in the adult category? The man came in the team at 17, 18 years old, you know, and nobody ever put him in the kid category or the young category. I even hear some people still trying to put people like fucking Sterling. Oh, but Sterling's only da-da-da-da-da. Do you know what I mean? Like people still trying to have that argument. Like Trent, what's Trent, 22, 23? He's been doing this since he was 18. Nobody ever put Trent in. When he took that corner against Barcelona, he was 19 years old. Nobody ever put Trent in the young category. It's kind of the thing that annoyed me a lot about the Divock situation. Now he was always young and no one ever gave him a blight for being young.
How the hell did we get back to you know what?
Because my point is, I think Liverpool players don't seem to get the blight everybody else gets. I think there's always extra hate on Liverpool players.
That is true. That's true.
Do you know what I mean? And nobody will ever kind of like give you like.
We never get praise.
Look, Joe's still only 24.
He's 24.
Nobody was ever giving him a blight for being young when they were quick to like, he ain't this and he ain't that. But as soon as it's it's Mason Mount, I'm like, he's only young. Do you get what I mean?
People saying Trent barely makes an England team. Neither did Jamie Vardy, but he's the best English striker apart from Harry Kane. Come at me again.
Yeah, the guy Southgate.
Another than Jadon Sancho, ain't he supposed to be the truth?
That's Southgate tax there. I can't. No, don't even use. Whoever said that. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't do that.
Captain or vice captain.
But he's their main centre back who's playing absolutely trash.
And I said that's why Pep spent 300 mil on fullbacks alone
because he was scared of the opposition.
Amount of money.
Oh, man was scared, you know. But no, we moved though. We moved.
I can't wait for that Reece James hype to die down as well. Jesus, everybody loves that. Hype.
Reece is sick. He's just not better.
Reece is good. He's just not better.
He's good.
Every time Reece does, no, Reece is sick. He's sick. Good. He's sick. No, he's sick. I think he's the best.
Fair enough.
He's the second best English right back.
No, fair enough.
He's playing as a wing back, and Thomas Tuchel came out the other day and said, "My fullbacks or my wing backs are not defenders." You fully let the handbrake off Trent, and I. This
is one thing we will definitely agree on tonight. Everything else we've disagreed on.
Reece is brilliant.
Reece is sick. However, if you put Trent in that Chelsea team as a wing back, the freedom of knowing there's someone else behind him, are you crazy?
Look, I'm not putting Reece down. It's clearly obvious that the kid has ability, but Rudiger looks like one of the best centre backs in the league right now, right? Let's calm the fuck down because Reece James was getting no ratings under Lampard. Everybody's on this Tuchel hype. I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck if it sounds like it's just because I don't like Chelsea. This Chelsea hype has got to fucking stop. Jorginho for Ballon d'Or, RL9. RL9. Suck a dick. Come on, man. Calm down. Calm down on this Chelsea. Mendy's better than Ali. Guys, I'm hearing Mendy over Ali.
This season he's been better than Ali, but he's not a better goalkeeper.
Has he? In what way,
No,
Cal?
no, he
Ali
has,
had that,
bruv.
had that one bad game the other day, bro.
Drift. Without Mendy this season, Chelsea aren't top 4.
Oh, you mean like Mignolet did at Sunderland, which made us pay 10 mil for him? Great shot stopper because he's getting peppered.
No,
Come on, man. I'm not having this.
Drift,
De Gea has been better than Mendy this season.
He hasn't, bro.
Yes, he...
Anyway.
Bruv,
Mendy's been the best
Chelsea
goalkeeper
hype
this
has got
season.
to stop.
It's not
The
hype,
Chelsea, the world needs correcting.
Bruv, he's been the best
I
goalkeeper
want the
in
last
league.
Infinity Stone so I can correct the world.
All right, so bruv, it's not even just clean sheets. I'm not even going to do the whole clean sheets thing. The Brentford game, the game against Liverpool. It's not.
No,
just
I'm
him
not saying Mendy ain't been good, but can we not put a little bit of say is Arteta a great manager all of a sudden because of a little patch of form? No, because Mendy's in a patch of form, and then everyone's going to all of a sudden put man with the top goalkeepers in the world.
But
Come on, man.
I just said he's been the best goalkeeper in the league this season so far. I don't think that's a crazy.
But if people say Mendy over Ali, they don't just mean form, Cal. They mean in general. They mean he's a better goalkeeper than Ali.
We don't agree with that. We don't agree with that.
No. I think
for me, Mendy ain't even better than Martinez. Like, man's got to do it for way long before I'm going to start giving man that rating.
Mendy has been doing it for a while, bro.
What he's having a very...
Yeah.
What you can't
and you know
deny
what systems make situations in it? Because Christensen and Rudiger look great in a back 5 with 2 holding men and 18 defenders on the pitch.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Let's calm down with this Chelsea hype, man.
Even with 3 at the back, Mendy's still
I need the Infinity Stone, bruv. I
need
need the last one. I need to correct the world. This is bullshit.
Right, man's talking about taking half the population out, you know. Eastwood said they did the same. They did Divock the same way. Hashtag Origi security. Just to confirm, on Kopish here, we don't want to see half the population targeted.
I never said I'm taking out half the population. I said I'm correcting the world.
That's what Thanos said.
Yeah, but you can do whatever you want with the stones, remember? That's the whole point.
I shudder to think what you do, those stone drift. I'm like,
if Drippy had the stones, Origi would be blessed.
Origi, brother. I don't know. Origi would be like a king of
Origi would be R9, fam. Just everything. Drift would be
bro.
like, I'm giving him everything. I'm giving him everything that he needs to succeed. Bro.
He'd definitely get a lifetime contract.
Yeah, I know he would.
He would, bro. Coaching staff and technical area stuff as well after.
And he'll be the manager as well later on in life. You know what I'm saying?
He'll be a mazza.
He'll be the first manager.
One day you lot.
He'll be the first manager that could go to a press
Cal
conference
knows
with a
what I'm
baseball
talking
cap.
about. Soon they'll understand. Hey, shout out to all my jigger, man. Hey.
No, spit out my drink, bro.
Hey, don't choke, man. Don't choke.
All right, boys, have we touched on the Nico Williams story coming out?
No, we haven't.
That's the only thing.
That's the last thing I think we got to touch on.
Topic. All right, before we get into this, once again, I'll definitely be in it. But if he'll create a new stand, we'll have 5 stands in the Anfield, bro. one will be the Divock stand.
He's definitely. He should have a statue anyway. I'm still waiting for them to build that.
I'm sure you'll do that when you snap your fingers, bro. All right. So before we get onto the Nico stuff, again, all fun and joke aside, and I say this from a serious place, what we're about to say is not us trying to belittle, berate, or put Nico down. He's a Liverpool player. We want him to succeed. We want him to do brilliant in Liverpool. At the end of the day, if he does brilliant in Liverpool, it has nothing but benefits and it puts us in an advantageous situation. However, a story came out today saying that Nico could be used further forward when the AFCON happens, and then went on to be compared to Gareth Bale. I'm going to start on this one because Matt's scratching his forehead and Drifty's looking to the distance, hoping someone walks in so he can body them.
You're not actually going to be surprised at my answer.
Well, go on, Drift. I'll let you start then. Oh. I'm about to get out. What I'm saying is I'm about to get out of jail free card with my Mbappe.
No. I believe that the I need to see Matt play properly.
Drifty always saves me. Go true, my brother.
Go on. I'm looking at your eye.
I believe the Gareth Bale comparison is only because they're Welsh.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
gonna
100%.
take that bit with a pinch of salt. That bit was just them, you know what I mean? Like because you're from the same country, they're always gonna do that crap. But what I do believe is, even though it would wind me up if Williams was looked at as an alternative for the for January, that would really wind me up, and that's so typical FSG. I have been impressed with Nico when he's played further forward, though. I have. I cannot. I'm not going to shit on the guy.
Can I say where would you play him? That's another question as well.
Remember. Here's what's mad. I know it was only in the League Cup.
Glitched.
Yeah?
You glitched.
No, I know it was only in the League Cup. Yeah, but do you remember when we were watching the game and you lot was like, "What is Klopp doing?" And I was like, "No, do you know what? I think relieving him of his defensive duties is a good idea." And then we brought on. Who did we bring on again to secure the right back, and then we pushed him further up? I can't remember.
Maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Connor Bradley maybe started.
Yeah. I think it was Bradley. Yeah, I think anyway, whatever. And remember, he actually went on to create a goal, was actually getting shots on goal. And again, it was low opposition. But I remember thinking, you know what? When you take away his defensive responsibility, the kid's actually all right. Like, I feel defensively is where he gets attacked a lot, right? I think the criticism is always his positioning, his defending, his one-on-one. I think it's defensively. I don't believe he should be the answer, but I feel like people are being a bit too reactionary to think about him playing further forward and completely dismiss it. Because to me, he looked better going forward than he did when he was being asked to defend. So I see a method to the madness, but I don't agree with it being the way out for FSG in January or moving forward. But there is a method to the madness. And you know what? Maybe somewhere down the line in his career, at another club, he might be a more attacking player. That's all I'm saying. I think it's too easy to just go, you out your mind, and just, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
Would you, just a quick question as well, before I even get started, where would you play him?
Lee just said, can 2020.
Kennedy Pop, please laugh out loud, you know. Big out league in the chat. Where would you play him, Drift? Let's say AFCON is today or whatever. And
no, I'm not making him the replacement for AFCON. That's what I said. I don't like the idea of that.
Well, even the further forward,
but if he left Liverpool and he went to like Norwich or
not the
Burnley
question,
or a team like that, I can imagine him actually doing well being a more attacking player. Like genuinely, I can, because I think attacking-wise, he's actually quite good.
No. Give me a position though. That's what I'm trying to ask you. Like, what position where would you play him?
All right, if he went to Wolves under Nuno and played the right wing-back role and was allowed to do way more attacking than defending, I think he'd actually be very good.
All right.
I think it'd be very good for them.
Over Semedo.
I mean, Semedo isn't tearing up trees or anything. No, I'm not saying he's a better player than Semedo, but Semedo's not tearing up trees or anything. Do you know what I mean?
He'll be fighting Hove. He'll be actually fighting Hove.
Oh, bro, he would have done way better than Hove has done at Wolves if he'd have gone there. He would have. He would have done way better than Hove has at the moment.
Can I get involved?
No, bro, you can get involved whenever you want, bro.
Maybe
enough
honest.
Love, enough love. I'm out of. I'm out of.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest. Nico, all right, let me just say this. First and foremost, before anyone tries to say I'm being bad man or whatever, these are just my opinions. That means that they're factual, it's just my opinion. Nico Williams was a prospect for Liverpool, but I think for me, he hasn't grasped his opportunity. And I think even when he's tried to, for me, he lacks the quality. I think when we're trying to shoehorn a player into another position because he's not good in his original position, I think that's where the issue begins to start. Now, I'm not trying to say he hasn't played better for Wales going forward. He has. But I cannot front. We are Liverpool LFC. If I ever see Nico Williams, right centre mid, left centre mid, right wing, left wing, I'm going to be really concerned. And the reason why I'll be concerned is because I'm looking at our opponents. I'm thinking, the quality of player they have in their position is way above ours. There's a reason why.
I agree.
And there's a reason why Nico Williams hasn't played many games for Liverpool. And some might say because Klopp has his favourites, right? Like Trent. And that's so true. Trent is a favourite and he loves Trent. And even though we may say Robbo is a favourite, Robbo is. Tsimikas is still at the one game or so he's able to show something. He's never done that with Trent. And it's because he knows the limitations that he has. Nico Williams is one of those players, in my opinion, yeah, that is meaty. And I know that's going to sound harsh because he plays for us, but I have to keep it real. For me, this is my opinion again. I just want to stress, I don't want people to get carried away. I think he's meaty. I think because he plays for Liverpool, we make him better than what he actually is. Like he needs to go.
Now you're criticizing his defensive attributes, though, bro. The
No,
point here
Drift,
is,
can you let
can
me
he
la-
be a better player if you play him attacking?
But Drift, I'm gonna be honest. If I play Nico right wing, everyone's getting a nosebleed, fam.
No, but I'm not at Liverpool. What if he went and done it at Southampton, at Norwich?
At Southampton.
I'm saying I think he's capable of maybe being good in that position. Not at Liverpool, but I think he's shown he's got the attributes to maybe be good in that position at a lower level team.
He ain't better than Redmond.
Redmond plays left.
It don't matter. He ain't better.
No, of course he's not better, but it's rotation. They don't mean he'll play week in, week
Just give
out.
me an example, because you know we were quick. Well, you could say Southampton. I'm just thinking like, let's just give you.
I'm just talking about that caliber of side. You know, like the right down at the bottom, like you see the bottom patch in the Premier League. Well, if he went to one of them clubs, he might do well in that position, bro.
Can I ask a question?
Can I
Serious
just?
question here. Serious
I
question.
even get to land, you know.
It's really quick.
Just jumped on my plane and just hijacked the wires and empty.
No. Because I just wanted to redirect you back to being about him being an attacking player, because you was more talking about him as a defender.
One, we talk about Liverpool, and two, I'll ask you this as a serious question. Would you guys be more comfortable seeing Milner play right attacking midfield or Nico playing right attacking midfield for Liverpool Football Club?
No, I'd rather Nico play.
I'd rather Milner because he's got a better footballing brain.
No, but I would rather Nico.
I'm going Milner all day.
Better
footballing brain.
I hear that, but the youthfulness of Nico, I think, I don't know, man. Milner on the right wing, that would be a madness.
But that's my point, though, Drift. I'm taking Milner.
Yeah, but that was a bit of a wild
I'm taking Milner, fam.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm taking Milner over Nico, so that should say a lot, bro.
Well, he's a better player anyway, ain't he? It's Millie.
But he even played as a right winger in his heyday at some points, and a left winger as well. He knows the position better, and he's just better.
That was a long time ago, though.
I know, but bro, so here it is, yeah. The way I look at it is, would another top 8, and I'm not even saying top 6, top 8 club consider Nico playing in that position?
No.
No, but you're acting like I said they would.
We're not saying you said that.
That question wasn't to you, Jeff, but I'm saying if Liverpool are even considering playing Nico there when the AFCON comes around,
then the club's in trouble. We're in trouble. No, we're in trouble.
I need answers.
No, we're in trouble. If it comes out,
no way Klopp is gone in the summer and said, "Oh, AFCON's coming around." No, don't sign someone. We got Nico. There is no way Klopp's done that. And if he says done that, then he's got.
He's leaving. Yeah, no. I think Klopp's leaving.
He's got to go.
I think he's leaving
because he's not right. Then Drift.
That's not right. How can you say
Nico mentally? If he's mentally, if he's doing that,
bruv. If you're playing Nico Williams as one of your attackers, and you've got a lot of attacking, talent in the squad that's far exceeds Nico, what are we doing? I'd have to say like something's not right in the club. Like Klopp's had a fallout. He wants to get sacked. I don't even know what's going on there. That's the first thing I'll say to you. Let's be honest.
I would believe that would have meant that Klopp had fully drank the Kool-Aid, the FSG Kool-Aid, and be like, yeah, I'm gonna like develop youth and save money. That's what that would mean to me. If fully be on the FSG Kool-Aid.
I'd be livid. Rich Dean says, big up, guys. Similar train of thought. What if we focus on replacing Millie, Ox, and Naby and let Jones go back in the front three like he played for the under-23s? I'd prefer not to. I think we should be able to just replace those three and it not hamper Curtis Jones. I think cream rises to the top, and iron sharpens iron. I'll keep on saying it. If better players come to the club, our youth players will get better. You learn off better players. They'll get better. And it's not a coincidence that Foden's so sick. Look at who he's had to learn off. It's not a coincidence that Foden's sick. It's not a coincidence that Jadon Sancho's gone to Man United and it hasn't really worked out for him, because who's he learning from?
You want to know something, guys? I'm gonna throw you a curveball, and it's just me being a dick. But there's a little but I just thought of it. In his final season at Southampton / his first season at Tottenham, not one of you would have ever categorized Gareth Bale as an elite footballer or any kind of top quality footballer. And some may say he was having a pretty Nico level impact on the team. There were people saying he shouldn't play because when he plays, Tottenham don't win. He had like some weird record against him where Tottenham hadn't won a game that he'd played or some shit like that for like 10 games in a row or something mad.
Agreed.
I'm just saying, stranger things have happened in football than Nico ending up being a good a top footballer. Weirder things have happened because Gareth Bale at left back looked whack.
How old was Gareth Bale? And
whack.
also
similar range, bro. Nico's only 19.
All right, who had more pace?
At that time, I didn't even really know that much about Bale.
Oh, dream.
No, I'm being honest. At that time, I remember thinking, yeah, this Gareth Bale kid's not really good, is he? Why are Tottenham
No, but here's the thing. When I watched Bale at left back, I just thought he was an athlete. But that's one thing I knew about him.
I don't even remember, to be honest. I just remember thinking, raw boy, this kid's not really that good, is he?
When I think, what's the first thing you think of Nico when you think?
Hold on, is that trying to say that Bale was only pace, Cal? Is that what you meant?
No, I'm saying that Bale has something to work with, though.
Can I ask you something? What's the first thing you think?
Phil Walcott's got pace, and it didn't really change.
No. But I'm just saying, Cal asked you who was faster, and you can't do a But see, Nico. Let me say Nico. What's the first thing you think of with Nico? I think tats. What are you lot thinking?
Name me a standard attribute Nico's got, please, Drew.
He's got tattoos.
I think he's pretty decent at crossing.
He got tattoos, man. That's it.
No, I think he's pretty decent at crossing.
Can I ask you a serious question? Both of you. You see, when you're in your heyday in football, do you think you could take on Nico Williams and feel comfortable?
I don't know. I'm not going to big myself up that.
No. I want straight answers.
Drift is a liar. Look at him. Can't even keep a straight face. He's a
liar.
liar.
Honestly, I would have beat him for pace, but I'm not going to sit here and start talking about.
Do you know why I leave it there? Because if I said Virgil van Dijk, you man just look at me and be like, bro, what?
Oh, bro, he just went for the best, bro.
That's a harsh one because he's the best.
If I said Joe Gomez, are you getting past Joe Gomez?
He's up there as well, bro.
If I said Matip.
No, I don't know. He's very intelligent. I don't know if I would have been better.
In your heyday, you getting past Dejan Lovren?
I don't know, bro.
You're not getting past him, remember? He's the Croatian bad man.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know. I could have beat him for pace, but I don't know.
You getting past Sacco? No, because Sacco, even if you beat him for pace, he's going to shoulder barge you like to the floor. It's Sacco, isn't it?
To the earth, bro.
My hope to Liverpool country.
All I did was I just quietly and calmly pointed out that Southampton / early Tottenham, nobody thought he'd go on to be arguably the greatest player of our generation. Nobody, right? Not even a sniff. They would have told you was out of your mind. They might put you in a straitjacket. And he looked whack. And I'm just saying it mirrors Nico. So I don't believe Nico's going to go on to do that. I'm just saying stranger things have happened in football, real talk.
How old was he when he was at...
I just don't think he's good enough for us.
Probably about the same age. I'd probably say around 19.
So he's 32 now. And he played for Southampton in 2006. So that's what?
15 years ago.
He was 16, bro.
Yeah, no, but then I'm talking early Tottenham. As what I'm saying, Southampton and early Tottenham. He didn't look good, guys. You got to remember back. I know it was a long time ago, but Gareth Bale looked like he was just any youth.
But he was 16, 17, bro. Nico's what? 20,
I'm sure he was
21?
older than that when he was playing in the Tottenham team, and people were still saying he was crap. I'm sure he must have been about 18, 19.
Listen, let me not even. All I say about Nico, I'm not trying to say Nico can't be a Premier League right back or right wing back or whatever. What I am saying though is he's not our level. If you
I agree with that. That's
my whole argument. So that matter if you're moving forward, left, right, centre, strike. Like all I'm trying to say is he ain't good. Like just for me personally, he ain't good enough in it. We can do better than Nico Williams if you want to kind of shoehorn some. Do you know what I'm trying? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
like,
half of me just wanted to get you extra rattled because Cal did a great job. But what I'm saying is, stranger things. No, Cal really did rattle you up. Still, he did.
He didn't actually rattle me, you know.
No, he did.
I swear to you. I'm
Bro.
more disappointed. I've said that already.
Oh, man, due for the dad one, you know. Man was
I'm
like,
just
I'm not even
disappointed that
angry.
he
son.
said that
I'm
because I
just
said, "Right, I
disappointed.
thought he would have said something different."
I'm just saying, stranger things have happened, and all of a sudden, Nico becomes a very good attacking footballer. I'm just saying, stranger things have happened.
When you
All I'm
say
saying.
very good, what's the criteria? What sort of rating are we giving him?
Like,
Where
I
we
reckon,
going,
I reckon in an attacking sense, Nico Williams, maybe he's got the potential to maybe become like an Andros Townsend, maybe.
Oh,
Potential to maybe become like that level. I'm just saying, you never know.
Townsend
I'm just saying, you
scoring.
never know.
Townsend, who scores at least.
No. Forget the worldies. I just mean in general. Like,
I'm
forget the
talking in general,
worldies.
bro.
We never know about
Townsend's
the
a
worldies.
constant threat, pretty much, bro. Every season.
Yeah, but he's still had a bit of a meaty career. I think he's good, but he's had a bit of a meaty career, isn't it? We'll see.
Cool. Fair dues.
We'll
Matt,
revisit this conversation in a year or two, and we'll see where Nico's at.
we will. Matt, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, there's two things. Two things I want to add before I. First thing, we're definitely having this Mbappe debate because I just
That's
don't
fine.
understand.
That's fine.
And the second one is trying to think. There was something else I wanted. There was one other thing as well. If I remember it, I'll say it before I leave. But it's the Mbappe thing. I'm just like, what? Nah, Kylian. But anyway, we move. We'll have that conversation. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Because you want to know what? I respect everyone's decision on this platform. However, I will look at receipts and I will look at Cal's receipt. And the receipt that I just found on the floor is
Put it this way, I think Mbappe could become top 5 in the world. I just don't think
you
he's
see
there yet.
this right here, that barcode. You know that says free 2-year warranty. Anyway, I think I should rename that to let's not sleep on the fact this brother did not think Ronaldinho was elite. And I leave it there.
That's true. That's true. No. I've got to take the L because I said it.
No, but that was a low blow.
No, but
That
I
was
said
a
it.
Really?
So
low blow.
I
Says
said it. I just-
says
You know what Matt just did? Like, we're having a big argument about the car being crashed and whose fault it was and
Look
why
at Jeff
the
trying
car got
to
crashed.
trying to get in the middle of
And then
media.
all of a sudden, Matt just went, all right, well, who gives a shit you crashed a car anyway? You cheated on me 3 years ago, remember? Like, whoa.
Don't let him get you, Carl. Don't let him get you.
Whoa, why are you bringing that up for, bro? Whoa.
No,
This is we're talking Nico.
I've got to take the L because I said it. I did say it.
I know you did, bro. I know you did. But once you apologize, it's got to be dropped at some point.
It won't be though.
Really?
I've learned to live with it.
Oh, yeah, we all have to live with things. Ain't that right? Robert. Sorry, that's what Jeff used to call
You
Firmino.
did say last season, though, Matt, in that black checkered shirt, we wouldn't lose a game, and that's that same game we lost 7-2 to Villa. Still,
Did I say that?
we did. Still, I've got receipts too.
That's absolutely fine.
Zabiri says, "Bless up,
Willie
my G.
Gojo.
Sorry, I'm late, but you already know the nursing home vibes. Drifty, how did Drifty go from 5 a.m. shadowed on Friday to Ross on Monday? I'm hating hard. Yeah." It's all right.
I don't think you agree that because you know, guys, apologies. I know I look rough. I know it's hard to look at. I just can't be asked.
No, give up.
I can't be asked, man.
Yeah, cool.
I really
Should we end the
can't.
show,
Every time
yeah?
I go to do it, I think.
Yeah, no, I really feel bad for you, Drift.
And do you know what I
Boy.
bought, Matt? This isn't me being shady, Cal, at all. I'm just
There we go. Here
excited
comes
to
the
I'm
share.
shade.
gonna talk about a new
No,
big
it's not
thing.
shade. There's this tool that I'm gonna send you, that I bought, and it's actually like
Send it
it
to
helps you
Matt,
to
though.
do the shape up, like
Mm.
it's like a stencil thing. It's kind of gangster.
I've
still.
seen it. Looks
Yeah,
sick.
nice.
Yeah,
It's
no, it looks
gangster.
sick. Yeah, it looks sick.
It makes
I might
life a
need
lot
that.
easier.
Still, I didn't want that. But I don't even know why Carl's hating. Carl's got a hairline in that. I don't even know why.
That's the reason why I don't ever really feel too bad for
Yeah, I
Cal,
don't feel
because
bad. When you got a hairline,
when you can
like,
come on the stream without a hat,
yeah, man, you're blessed.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
understand. There's no issues.
Like Cal never has to think, well, are we going out? Oh, I can't go out, I haven't had a haircut. Like
Listen,
Cal
if
never
I'm-
has to, he never has to think that ever.
If you're a cow, you take the rough with the smooth. No credibility for the Ronaldinho thing, but you get credibility for the hairline thing. You take the rough with the smooth. I'd rather take the hairline. I don't care if they hate me for the Ronaldinho thing. I'll take my hairline, bro.
You wouldn't, bro. You don't see my DMs, bro.
Nah, I'm taking hairline. I don't care if people think, oh my brother, you've been harsh on Ronaldinho. I don't care, man. I got hairline. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in myself what I said about Ronaldinho. So
Listen,
one
we
could be more
moved,
disappointed
man.
than me.
Listen, Drift. We've all been in the mud. Drift said,
Not like
Robert.
that.
I've said, trying to think what's the worst thing
Naby.
I've ever said.
You said a lot about Naby still.
What you mean a lot about?
Raw,
Don't
Cal with a low blow.
Wow.
Raw.
You know what's so mad? Cal said to me the other day. Not even the other day, like maybe a couple weeks ago. Like,
That
you
was
know
like,
what?
so what? You think I don't see you looking at my brethren when they come round?
Wow.
Low
Nah, you
blow.
know what?
Low
I
blow.
I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game.
Low blow. Man used your own boy against you. I like it.
No, just saying.
But-
Dinesh says Klopp should phone Southgate to take off Trent. England are winning 6-0. Southgate won't take one of our players off until
Nah,
they get
he won't.
injured.
He'll do it to rile up Klopp as well. Like,
Yeah, bun Southgate, man. All right, well, people, do stay up to date with what we're doing on this week on social media. We've got a lot going on,
Indeed.
so make sure you tune in. Obviously, we've got our staple shows, but obviously we've got to squeeze in on Arsenal preview, maybe another show as well. We'll see how it goes. But yes, please do smash the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And Demo, I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right.
The one guy I knew that could back me up in terms of believing that Nico could be something more than what you look like. And not when I mean you lot, I mean in general the community. The Liverpool fan base really puts Nico in the mud. I can't even lie. Like the kid is like what's his name in Neverending Story, where he's trying to pull the horse out the quicksand, bro. Like man, I'm just it's mad. Poor Nico, man. Fuck
I'm
you
not
know.
saying nothing about Nico, you know.
Might be justified, but hey, look, people, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We are Team Kop-Ish, and until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. We are out, people. Take care.
Peace.
Mbappe.